to the YouTube live stream of today's matchup between the University of Olivet and Hanover College. We are just 46 minutes away here from kickoff, as it should be a good one. These two teams looking to have a very good season here, as we're just early on in the college football season. And like I said, we're just 46 minutes away here from kickoff in Olivet, Michigan. here to WOCR 89-1-1. My name's Sebastian O'Leary, joined alongside a WOCR debuter, Tucker Blaymaster, as we will be bringing you guys the action today between the University of Olivet and Hanover College, as we are just about 5 minutes, 30 seconds away from kickoff here. We just thought it'd be a little good idea to do a pregame. Tucker, how are we doing, though?
Doing great, man. It's good to be here. Got to get these first game jitters out, just like the players. This is my first time ever announcing, so I'm pretty excited. But it's a beautiful day for some football. 67, 68 degrees. A little cloudy, a little breeze. It's a nice day for some football, Sebastian.
Yeah, it doesn't look like really any wind or rain or elements
Nothing in the forecast.
Any nature or acts of God, you could say, are going to be here on the matchup today. As coming into this game, Olivet 1-1, Hanover College 1-0. Only one game played so far for them, as the past game for Hanover it was a win against Century College. They won that game 10-7, as the past games for Olivet. 1-1 through the season, like I mentioned, as the first week was a win against Franklin, followed up by a second week loss to Worcester, as it was both some close scoring games here, as the win over Franklin, just a 3-point victory, and the loss to Worcester, a 2-point loss. So really competitive games that Olivet has been playing so far, and I mean, it's been some really good stuff that we've seen from the University of Olivet, and it's going to be a great game here between Hanover and Olivet.
Yeah, Sebastian, like you were saying, Olivet's offense has been really explosive these first two games, with 513 yards per game and 280 rushing yards per game. So we'll look to see another explosive game by here at the University of Olivet.
Yeah, they really do like to attack that ground game, like you mentioned. 564 rushing yards, and I mean, they've got a lot of different ways they can attack the ground, whether they want to use the dual threat ability quarterback or one of the running backs. But however, Hanover is going to have a little bit of an advantage, because coming into this game, Thomas Faust is out, sidelined with an injury, and the quarterback one for today is going to be Evan Ormsby, the junior on the season, 19 for 39, 210 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions to his name. As getting on the ground attack is mainly going to be Samuel Canucci, Dontel Wright, and then the ways that they're going to attack you over through the air, the University of Olivet, that is going to be Sir Quarius Ball, Christopher White, Cole Shoebridge, Keon Johnson. I mean, they got a lot of guys that they can throw to and really attack you through the air as well. But for Olivet, I expect that ground game to come out and really start off fiery today.
Yeah, you're not going to be seeing that much of a read option, just like the other games with Faust at quarterback, because Evan Armsby, he's more of a sit back and relax, throw the ball in the air. He's not that kind of quarterback you'll be seeing to scrambling around like Faust was, so don't expect him to be scrambling a whole lot.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if you want to look at the Hanover College as well, Colton Richards, quarterback for Hanover, 19 for 27 in that first game, as he also threw for 148 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. So the quarterbacks today both thrown 2 interceptions early on in the season. As the running backs for Hanover, you got Austin Oppel, Blake Huffman, Hunter Eads, as they can attack you not only through the ground, but through the air as well. As all 3 of those running backs for Hanover definitely made an impact through the air as well. You had Austin Oppel, 4 receptions, 19 yards. Blake Huffman, 2 receptions for 30 yards. And then Hunter Eds, 4 receptions for 31 yards, as they're looking to come out a little more fiery through the air game and through what Colton Richards is going to do with that arm, because Olivet's defense is really good at stopping the run. They're really good getting in the backfield. I mean, they have people like Ricky Williams, Amir Jones, Dylan Weaver, Dennis Simmons, Austin Bercampus, even in that outside linebacker position. They got a lot of ways that they can get in that backfield and really blow plays up. And if Olivet's going to find or be successful on defense, that's going to be just getting in the quarterback's face or the running back's face.
Yeah, they are missing safety Keontae Buck today, though, which is going to be hurting for the University of Olivet. But we'll see if they can hang in there for this game.
It is going to hurt them missing Keontae Buck, but like I said, they're going to have to get up and in the face and try and force a lot of turnovers, because they do get a lot of turnovers, but Olivet turns the ball over a lot as well. So they're going to need to limit the amount of times they're turning the ball over, and then they're going to want to get some takeaways against Hanover.
Olivet's, their first 2 games, they've allowed 28 points per game, so we're going to see if they can lower that a little bit, because Hanover has their first game they only scored 10 points, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, as some other keys to success for Olivet, and I mean, you could say for both teams have to be able to convert on third down. Olivet coming into this game, the whole season total, 10 for 29 on the season when it comes to converting on third down. That's only 34% of the time, Tucker, as only one game played for Hanover, but their conversion rate on third down, 2 for 16, or a 16.67% conversion rate. And I mean, whoever is going to be able to find the edge against the other team
convert them third down
is going to come to those third downs.
To this game.
Yeah, exactly. I'd have to say that. So, Tucker, what do you think that we're going to be seeing here today in this game?
We're going to be seeing a lot of run game for Olivet. Downtown Wright and Sanucci are going to be getting the ball out in the backfield, but also a lot of passing for the Olivet. Ormsby will be throwing up. They got a lot of receivers they like to hit out there. And Hanover's only played one game, so we don't have a lot of information to expect what's really going to happen, but their first game versus Century, they only had one touchdown, 274 total passing yards, so we'll see.
Yeah, in that game against Century, it was really low scoring. They only found the end zone one time and then put one through the uprights at a field goal to make it 10-7. And I mean, that whole second half for Hanover and Century was scoreless. So usually you're not seeing that early on in the game. It could have been first game jitters like you were saying. I mean, You got them yourself here making the WOCR debut. But it's going to be interesting here as we are just about getting set. Looks like Olivet's return team is going to be taking the field here as set to kick back, or excuse me, I had it all flipped up. Looked like they were going back to return the formation, but Olivet's going to be kicking off here to Hanover, as Hanover is going to be coming out and looking to start this game in their first drive off with some success here against Olivet.
We got Olivet in the all red with the white helmets, and then the Hanover with all white.
As Olivet rocking the all reds. It's the classic theme here.
Yeah.
As we talked a little bit about the conversion rates for Olivet and how they really do well and how they've struggled. It's going to be hard for Hanover to come in here and convert on third down is going to be my prediction for this game as we're set to kick off here. Sending it back deep is Olivet, all the way back into the end zones where it's going to be taken in by Hanover, as that's going to be Austin Oppel switching lanes. He's going to go up the left side, and this is going to be a great return here for Hanover, but just one play into the game, and we got some dirty laundry, Tucker.
Yeah, looks like there's a flag on the play, but good return, good blocking, had a lot of room. Gets up to about 35-yard line.
As we'll see where they will start, waiting for the officials and that flag to kind of sort things out, because see who it's going to go against as they're talking. It is going to go against Hanover, as during the return it was holding on Hanover, and that's not how you want to start that game
10
off.
yards back.
That is going to bring them 10 yards back, and they didn't really have a whole lot of penalties against them in their first game, so starting off with a penalty here is not how you want to start things on the road. As quarterback Colton Richards is going to be out there with Blake Huffman in the backfield. He's going to have two receivers to his right, one to his left, and in the shotgun formation. As Olivet's defense looking for a takeover in this game. They got to force the takeaways here against Hanover, as they're going to get a jet sweep first play right side, and Olivet's going to wind up taking them out of bounds there. But a good pickup and converting the first down. One play, one first down there for Hanover, Tucker.
Yeah, that was a lot of room out there for number 7. He got out and had a nice little run.
Yeah, as Michael Gordon on the carry there for Hanover, the jet sweep, sending the wide receiver in motion. Really nice way to get Olivet offset here in the first play. As in the shotgun, two receivers to the left, and Hoffman in the backfield. He's going to give to Hoffman. Hoffman's going to find a hole, and he's going to be brought down after picking up about 6 yards on their second play.
Yeah, that was a nice little tough run right there. Ran right behind one of his blockers and got a good pickup of about 5.
As Richards and company looking to the sideline, sorting out the play call. As it's going to be two receivers to the left, one to the right, still in that shotgun formation with Huffman behind him. Richards taking the snap, dropping back, surveying the field right to left. He's going to throw it left side. He's going to have a receiver over there, and that's going to be enough for a first down as Eric Roadbush going to make the grab there. And one for one on the start.
That was a nice effort by Roadbush. He was one of their main wide receivers last year. Good to see him out there again, making some plays.
As now lining up, still in the shotgun. Might be how Hanover is going to play this whole game.
In Olivet's territory.
As they're going to set up here 13 minutes, 20 seconds in the first quarter. As Hoffman in the shotgun taking the snap, surveying the field. Going to escape the pocket, and he's going to just throw a little check down over the middle, but that's going to be good for about a pickup of 5 there. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Roadbush on the catch again. Olivet was right there and swarmed him and made a nice little tackle.
As Richards is really looking composed here in the pocket early on against Olivet's defensive line. They're getting the pressure there, but he's really good at evading the pressure so far. As Richards still in the shotgun, he's going to send Roadbush here in motion. As it's going to be 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. As he's just going to throw a little screen here, as that's going to be caught by Michael Gordon right up near first down marker, but I do believe he's going to be just a yard short here, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for Hanover. As Olivet, and the first time we're hearing the bells here, as Olivet's tradition on 3rd down, is you'll hear the bells ring out, and the fans giving the 3rd down motion throughout the whole stadium, as Hanover just 2 for 16 on 3rd down conversions rate, but they only got a yard to get. 12 minutes.
Sebastian, this is going to be key for the game.
12 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here in first quarter. As Richards in the shotgun, two receivers to his left, and 2 running backs in the backfield. As they're just trying to do a hard count, get Olivet. They're going to snap in, get the handoff, as this is going to be good enough to pick up the first down, and Austin Oppel, just a couple carries into this game, converting there on 3rd down for the first time for the Panthers.
Nice leg tackle by Cole Barker on the play, sophomore, out of Coldwater, Michigan. It's going to be a first down for Hanover.
As 2 receivers each side, and in the shotgun is Richards. Richards going to take the snap, drop back, look over the middle of the field. He's going to have another receiver, and that's going to be a good pickup there.
They're moving this ball right away.
And they
good
are.
Start for Hanover.
It is a really good start for Hanover. 11 minutes, 20 seconds here in the first quarter. 2nd and 1. Ball on the 21-yard line, approaching Olivet's red zone.
Colton Richards is having a lot of time back there.
He is having a lot of time. He's doing a really good job of evading the pressure. He's going to drop back again. He's going to find Oppel, but just behind Oppel, as there was nobody over there.
Wide open.
He could have easily made that catch and brought it in for 6.
Miscommunication by the Olivet right there. Looks like it.
As 3rd down again here for Hanover. They're going to go out of the shotgun, seems to be. Same play call formation they've been running this whole first drive. As pistol now, as 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Oppel in the backfield with Richards. Richards going to take the snap, hand it off to Oppel. Oppel goes left. Oppel finds a hole, and he's going to pick up that first down. So early 3rd down conversion rate for Hanover. They're 100% so far, as they've gotten some really good yardage and really good pickup of playing here in this first drive.
Yeah, this, like I said, this Olivet team in the last 2 games has allowed 28 points per game, so we'll see if they can hold them right here. That's not what they want to start this early in the game.
As 2 receivers to the right, 2 running backs in the backfield, sending 1 in motion is Richards. Richards just going to hand off to Hoffman. Hoffman's going to find a hole. Hanover in the end zone for 6. They're on the board first here, as just 10 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Hanover out to a lead.
That was a nice play by number 34 out there. Kept them legs moving, breaking tackles. End zone touchdown, 6 points for Hanover. Good start for the game.
It is a good start to Hanover for the game, and now Ormsby and company for Olivet, they're going to have to answer. Their first drive, they're already behind here, as Hanover waiting for the PAT, as Pedro Paxio is going to kick this one up and through the uprights, as Paxio last week was the special teams player of the week in that Garland Athletic Conference. Yeah. He definitely is going to be a good kicker, and that could be a factor here to look out for. But 10 minutes, 29 seconds left to go in the first. Hanover out to a 7-0 lead, and I mean, that drive was really, really productive for Hanover, as they really moved the ball all the way throughout that drive, and I mean,
they were passing it with ease. They
with
were looking
ease
good,
it looked to
for
be,
sure.
and I mean, they really were just picking up yardage every play-by-play.
Yeah.
I mean, that drive right there, 10 plays, 4 minutes, 31 seconds, 75 yards, and I mean, it looked like they were moving the ball efficiently.
Yeah. After only scoring 10 points last game, that's what they want for Hanover. That's a good start for them, for sure.
That is a really good start for Hanover into this game. As now Olivet, this is the first time the Olivet faithful at home are going to see this offense. And it's the first drive at home here for the home opener in the University of Olivet.
I'm excited to watch this.
As Davis back deep for the Comets, as Paxio is going to be the one sending it deep here for the Panthers. As the run up and the boot away is going to be a one hanging up in the air but not far deep. As taking it in over there is going to be Dontel Wright, and he's going to have just a hole. And just like Hanover, what a good return there for Olivet. They're going to set themselves up right around the 40-yard line.
That was a nice return. Caught it over on the east side of the 10-yard line and caught right upfield and had a nice gain. Good field possession for Olivet.
And what a good turn of field position here for Olivet. As on the return there for Olivet was Nate Briggs. And Briggs returning that one, setting themselves up really well. A ball on the 30-yard line, or 39-yard line, excuse me. As 10 minutes, 22 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Hanover leads at 7-0 as Ormsby in the pistol. He's going to have two receivers to his left, one to his right. As he's just going to give to Canucci. Canucci bouncing off lineman, going to go to the right, and he's going to pick up some good yardage there for Olivet.
Canucci. Looks like there's a flag on the play, though.
There is some dirty laundry there on the field, and we're going to have to wait and see what the officials are going to call it. As one play for Olivet, a penalty, but it did look like a good start-off play there for Canucci. Picked up some good yardage. You just got to avoid the penalties here, because those penalties really, really can hurt you.
Offense, number 66.
As last week for Hanover, they had 3 penalties for 25 yards. As on the season so far, 2 games to count of, one against Franklin, one against Worcester for Olivet.
Looks like it's going to be a hold on the offense.
As it is going to go against the offense, but Olivet, 12 penalties and make it a 13th on the season for them. As Ormsby in the shotgun, you're going to send a man in motion. Going to have 3 receivers to his left. Dropping back in the pocket, scanning the field, finding Canucci, and a big hit from Hanover. And boy, oh boy, that is really going to wake up.
Right there.
Yeah, that's going to wake up an offense as Warren Kugel on a big hit there for Hanover. As it's going to set up second and long here.
Big hit by the junior, Ben Massey right there. Nice play.
As it's going to be 2nd and 19 here for Olivet, 9 minutes, 45 seconds. Hanover leads 7-0. As Ormsby's going to be in the shotgun. He's going to have Canucci in the backfield with him, and 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. Ormsby going to hard count him, trying to get Hanover to jump. He's just going to take it and hand it off to Canucci. Canucci's going to find a hole and try and bring them back within. But it's still going to be more than 3rd and 10 here, as it looks to be about 3rd and 13, 3rd and 14, waiting on the exact distance. 9 minutes, 15 seconds left to go here in the first. As it's going to be 3rd and 14, ball on Olivet's 35.
3rd down and about 14 to go.
Last game, Olivet's, they're 10 and 29 on 3rd downs, Olivet, so we'll see if they can convert on here.
As it is 3rd and long, 3rd and 14 to be exact. Ormsby going to send a man in motion. He's just going to send the screen out Canucci's way. Canucci making a couple man miss, but he's not going to pick up enough yardage there, as he's just fighting his way to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he didn't have a whole lot of room right there. Good first stop by Hanover.
As Hanover the first drive defensively and Olivet the first drive offensively, Hanover definitely won that battle, I'd say.
Looks like the punt team's going to have to come out.
That'll be 4th down.
As now punting here for Olivet is going to be Fulton Reed. And back deep to receive for Hanover is going to be Hunter Eds. As they're just going to punt this one away. A good punt there by Olivet.
Nice punt.
As this is going to be taken in around the 20-yard line of Eads. And Eads is going to be swallowed up there around the 25. So good punt and good tackle there by Olivet in the special teams unit.
Let's see if Olivet can get a stop right here as the Panthers marched right downfield and had a nice touchdown to open this game.
As it's going to be the second drive here for Hanover. As they're looking to capitalize and have another successful drive here. As 8 minutes, 7 seconds left to go here, first quarter. Hanover leads at 7-0, looking to tack on to the lead. Second drive of the day for Richards and company, as they're going to have trips out to the left and send Huffman into motion. So it's going to leave Richards in the backfield alone. Olivet expecting pass play 100%. As dropping back, setting a deep ball over there and complete. Oh my goodness, 20, 10, touchdown Hanover. One play in the second drive. And Hunter Eads is going to get that done quickly for Hanover.
Wow, he just lobbed that right over, had plenty of room, and he was gone. Nobody was catching him. As a quick six.
What a way to get a quick six for the Panthers. 7:57, and Hanover up 13 big ones.
Wow, already have more points in the first game. Sebastian?
As Hanover, they're looking to capitalize on what was a decent game for them last week, but now the snap and the hold up and the extra point good. They lead it 14-0, and that statement's right. They have scored more points now in just the first quarter than their whole last game.
Yeah, Sebastian, it looks like that defense is struggling a little bit. They're missing their big linebacker, Burkumpus, who was MIAA Defensive Player of the Week the first week when they won over Franklin. They're missing him and their key safety, Buck.
Just one play, 74 yards from Colton Richards to Hunter Eds. And Eds put Hanover, up big. Olivet's trailing now, and they're going to have a really good second drive here.
Yes, for sure.
As the first drive for Olivet wasn't anything really too spectacular.
They kept the ball on the ground a lot for that first drive.
Yep, they just had a little bit of problems finding the holes and a big penalty that set them up really badly. And so the penalties, can really cost you in games. Olivet just needing to play a little bit cleaner football and not hold on to those jerseys as much. As Paxio's going to send this one deep again, taking it around the 10-yard line there by Briggs. Briggs is going to go up the right sideline. He's got a hole, and Briggs is going to bring this one out around midfield.
Nice run right there.
As Briggs just 2 returns.
Those are 2 nice returns to start this offense.
And those are about 2 returns for about 30 and 35 yards. So
he returned them both in about the same spot, too.
What a good way to set up Olivet. And the return team for Olivet is the one thing that's looking really good, I will say, as the offense for Olivet needs to get the ball moving here, as they're going to be set up real close into enemy territory. They just got 5 yards to work with, and then they're going to find their way over into Hanover grounds. So 7:51 is where Olivet's going to start this drive. Hanover leads it 14-0.
Yes, Aquarius Ball was one of their main wide receivers last year. We'll see if they get it up in the air for him this game.
As Ormsby's going to have 3 receivers to his left, 1 to the right, dropping back in the pocket, surveying, and that one on cue is going to be Aquarius Ball. As Aquarius Ball is going to convert there on another first down. So 1 play, and that's good to move the chains.
Yeah, just like I said, that's who we're looking for in this game. Hoping they were going to get up to him.
As
looks like he's coming off the field for a sec.
As Ormsby getting the play call from the sideline, discussing, telling that line, the pass block or rush block. As 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, sending a man in motion is Ormsby. As Ormsby is just going to keep it himself and try and move the legs, as he's going to pick up about 3 yards there on that play. So a good choice of not pitching it out and just taking it 3 yards.
A little option play right there. I wasn't really quite expecting that for this game for Ormsby, but yeah, nice little pickup.
It's what Olivet's used to. They're used to running the option with Faust being back under center. But, why switch the offense up if you got to just next man up? Ormsby's that next man up. And so far, just one real read option that Olivet likes to run. But
he's a big quarterback, 6'3", 235, so it's not going to take a little bit of defenders to bring him down.
It is going to take some people to bring him down. Ormsby in the shotgun. He's going to take this one, surveying left, as he was just looking for Shoebridge there.
Threw a little too far, out of reach for him.
As that one was a little out of reach there from Ormsby, as the passing attempt there was intended for Shoebridge, like I said, but however, it's going to bring up another 3rd down here for Olivet.
Weaver looks a little shaken up after that misplay right there. He's on the sidelines now.
As 3rd and 8 here, 6 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Hanover leads 14-0 as Olivet's facing a 3rd and 8. As they're discussing something down there on the field between official and Ormsby.
Looks like the officials are having a little trouble placing the ball.
As that's what it's going to be, but now everybody's set to go. 6:39. Hanover leads 14-0. Ormsby's going to be in the shotgun, 2 receivers each side, and Kanuji in the backfield with him. As Ormsby's going to take the snap, he's going to survey the field, he's going to throw this one, and that's going to be caught and completed there.
Wow.
And what a grab there by Nathan Briggs.
Ormsby slinging that ball right in there. That was a nice grab.
As Briggs making a really well-contested catch. I mean, he had 2 people over him and still brought down with that one.
That was a nice pass by Ormsby. He slinged that right in there.
And now
right to the spot.
And now Olivet on 3rd down converting. As that's kind of what we needed to see out of everybody here for Olivet. I mean, it's just going to be who can convert more on 3rd down is going to really give them an edge. So Olivet with a new set of downs, 1st and 10, 6 minutes left to go here in the first. 2 receivers to the right, and he's just going to hand this one off to Kanuji. And Kanuji's going to fight back to that line of scrimmage as it's a ball out on the play, and Hanover has it. So a fumble, and that's something we were also previewing. Olivet turns the ball over a lot. They had 8 fumbles coming into this one. And now it's going to be the 9th there, and they lost that one. So Hanover really deflating a good drive for Olivet there, and what a good takeaway for Hanover.
We'll see if this Panthers offense can keep rolling.
Is coming back out now for another drive in this game is Hanover. As the quarterback Richards is going to be followed up in the backfield. He's going to be followed up behind Austin Oppel. Oppel in the shotgun with Richards. Richards sending a man in motion.
See if this defense can make a stop here.
As there's 3 receivers to the left, they're just going to opt to hand off to Oppel. And Oppel's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe
good
a gain
by the comments right there.
Maybe a gain of 2 or 3 on the play, but good tackling and good stop there for the defense of Olivet.
Yeah, they're really going to need this stop after those first 2 possessions by the Panthers. They just rolled down and scored right away.
Yeah, one big play on the second drive extended the lead to 14, and that's where we are. 5 minutes, 24 seconds left to go here in the first as another man in motion for Hanover, dropping back and finding Oppel over the middle is Richards, as Oppel is not being able to get taken down there. As what a good pickup there on 2nd down by Hanover.
Nice little screen play to the right. Had lots of room and good play by number 5.
And I mean, what a good block there for Hanover as number 55, Jacob Hobbs there, really just giving Oppel a couple of more lanes to hit. I mean, he had 2 comments there he was blocking. As now Hanover discussing the play call in the pistol formation. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and they're sending Oppel in motion. Richards going to drop back, surveying the field. He's going to throw it right side to Huffman. Huffman's going to make one man miss, spin out of another tackle, and pick up a few more yards there. And Hanover is looking dangerous here in the first quarter.
They're moving that ball in the air.
As 4 minutes, 33 seconds left to go here first quarter. Hanover still leading 14-0, but looking to tack more points up on that board.
They're going to need something to stop that passing offense of the Panthers.
As the passing attack is really what's setting this game apart here. As now, in the shotgun, 2 running backs behind Richards, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Richards taking the snap. He's going to drop back again. Looking deep for the end zone. Wide open, but overthrown. That one's Hunter Eds.
He got hit. The quarterback got hit as soon as he threw that ball, too.
And I mean, right when Richards let that one go, he was all alone, Eds there down the sideline, as he was just barely overshooting Eds right there. And that would have been a big play for Hanover if they could have made that one happen. But Richards getting that pressure. I mean, the pressure from the defensive line is there, Tucker. You can't just let that or be something that Hanover's forgetting about. The pressure
that was
is there.
The first pressure they've had in this game. He's having a lot of time back there.
I mean, they've gotten in the backfield, but Richards is doing a really good job of evading the pressure. As now sending a man in motion, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They're just going to hand this one off to Oppel. Oppel's going to bounce one way and find a hole as what looked to be a dead play. Oppel makes that into a big gain of about 5 or 6.
Looks like a little Barry Sanders run right there. He turned nothing into something right there.
Yeah, he went to the right, saw that everything was closed, hopped back, and went left. As 3 minutes, 45 seconds left to go here in this game. Hanover leading 14-0, but approaching Olivet's red zone. As in the shotgun is going to be Richards. 3 receivers to the left as they're just looking to get someone's false start, and now they're going to get a flag here. As it's going to be interesting to who it goes against. There was 2 people who jumped, 1 from each team, as number 68 from Hanover. That one going to be Bryce Shepard for jumping, but they said that they were trying to get Ricky Williamson there on that play. As it's going to be interesting to see who it goes against.
They're discussing.
But as it's going to go against Hanover, so good job by Ricky Williamson, because he did jump, but he didn't force any encroachment on that play.
Yeah, that's really going to help the Comets right here. They do not want another touchdown.
As now it's going to set back Hanover 3rd and 10. 3 minutes, 28 seconds left to go. Hanover up 14-0. Ball on the 34-yard line. So right when they thought they were approaching the red zone, they're going to get pushed back about 5 yards there for the false start. As in the shotgun is Richards, 3 receivers to his left, 1 to the right, and he's going to have Oppel in the backfield with him. Just trying to get the hard count and get Olivet to jump. As they're just trying to get some yardage back here. 3rd and 10. As we're hearing, it's a little bit loud here at the Color Athletic Event Center. As they're going to take a timeout now, and with that, we're just going to take a 30-second break here on WOCR 89 1-1. Stick around for more Comet action. And welcome back to WOCR 89 1-1. My name's Sebastian O'Leary, joined by my new broadcast partner, Tucker Blaymaster. As Tucker, just one game, I mean, not even a quarter of action gone by yet for you. How are you feeling?
Oh, man, feeling good. Panthers are really rolling in this game. Already have more points than they did in their first game.
Panthers are rolling. Coming out of the timeout, 3 minutes, 1 second left to go here in the first quarter. Hanover leads it 14-0. They've had some really good drives. As Richards dropping back in the pocket, scanning the field, he's got Eds over to his left, or right, excuse me. He's going to catch it and bring it into the end zone. Hunter Eds, another touchdown for Hanover.
No flags on the play.
No flags, and that one, right out of the timeout, they knew what they were cooking up. As, oh man, Hanover is rolling here in this game early in the first quarter. 3 drives, 3 scores. I mean, Hanover is just overwhelming right now for that Olivet defense.
That's the second big touchdown already for Hunter Eds.
As, I mean, Eds is the number 1 guy it seems to be for Richards over there. I mean, they've had that connection on the deep ball all day. As, I mean, it was a little underthrown by Richards, but Eds made the read, cut back, caught it, and still fought his way into the end zone. As the PAT is going to go up and in. Hanover with a big lead. 3 scores is the lead, as it's 21-0 Hanover over the University of Olivet right now, and it is not looking pretty.
Yeah, that's all that defense going to need to do something. They're just letting them do whatever they want.
Hanover is really, really running away with this one. Olivet needing to find some momentum. They need to get a score here before this first quarter, wouldn't you say, Tucker?
Yes.
I mean, it's desperation almost right now for Olivet. They need to get something going. I mean, Hanover has just had all the momentum. 3 drives, 3 scoring drives, and I mean, 2 of them have just been to Hunter Eds. I mean, Hunter Eds has found his way into the end zone and really is just exposing the secondary of Olivet.
Yeah, the Comets had a nice drive last possession, but they seemed to fumble the ball, so yeah, hopefully they can clean that up this drive.
Only 2 drives in the game for Olivet. The first one, not how they wanted to start, and the second one's not how they want to end the drive, as they were cooking something up, but then ultimately loses it with the fumble, as Briggs almost going to let this one take it over his head, but it takes a Hanover bounce down there near the goal line. And I mean, oh man,
He thought that was going to be a touchback, but it rolled back and stayed on.
I mean, I thought it was going to be a touchback too. It went over Briggs' head, so he was just going to let that one go into the end zone. But taking a Hanover bounce, and now Olivet's going to have to move 89 yards if they want to end this drive with a score.
We'll see if they keep the ball in the air, because last possession, Ormsby, they were moving the ball pretty good when they were passing it, so we'll see if they keep that up.
Yeah, they just got to look at the things over the middle. The checkdowns, I mean, they're there, but that's going to kind of be the last thing you want to look at for Ormsby, as the checkdowns haven't really been working against this Hanover defense. They're going to be looking for Shirquarius Ball, Cole Shoebridge, a couple of other guys for Olivet, but Briggs has been the big receiver with Shirquarius. As in the shotgun, taking the snap is Ormsby. Ormsby's going to give it to Dontel Wright, and Wright's just going to pick up about a yard or two there on the carry. As 2 minutes, 36 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Hanover's up big, 21-0. Olivet, third drive of the day. Just one play into it. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Ball on the 13-yard line for Olivet. Dangerously close to their end zone. They're going to have two receivers to the left, one to the right, and Dontel Wright in the backfield, as Dontel Wright's just going to get the handoff, bounce off the line, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield.
Not
so that's going to
bring up right there.
As that one's going to bring up 3rd and 10 here for the Comets. 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Hanover leads it 21-0, as it's just going to be 3rd and 9 here. Ball on the 12-yard line, just the first quarter of action, and Olivet's offense looking really stagnant, I will say.
Yeah, I think they're going to look to put the ball in the air right here. They need to get something. They need to get something going. This is not what you want for that Hanover to get good possession again, as they just keep scoring.
As Ormsby in the shotgun, scanning over the middle of the field. As he's going to look Shirquarius Ball's way, and there's going to be a flag, so maybe the officials are seeing something down there on the field like pass interference. Because it is up by the receivers, not down by the line, so we're just going to wait and see what the officials call this one here. As Hanover's trying to get a read, I mean, with the flag, if it goes against Hanover, Olivet's going to get to redo 3rd down here. And, I mean, they need it big. As there's some discussion now between officials. Still waiting on the call. Olivet's offense still out there.
Looks like there's no flag on the play.
As there is no flag on the play.
It's going to bring up 4th down for the Comets.
As I wonder what they were seeing to throw it and then not call it. As now it's going to bring the punting unit here for Olivet. I mean, it's definitely the right choice. Far back in your own territory. I mean, you just got to try and get this one. Give yourself a little bit of separation from that end zone. And hope that Hanover's offense is going to come out and not have a scoring drive.
We'll see if they can. We'll see if he can get this out of their own end zone.
As Reed is going to be punting this one back in the way of Hanover's number 11, Hunter Eds. And Hunter Eds has been dangerous here in this game. And this is going to take another Hanover bounce, so not even getting that one up past midfield.
Territory.
Yeah, and Hanover starting this drive in common territory. So the defense is going to have to play the best drive of the game so far. With just 1:20 left to go here in the first quarter, Hanover up big 21-0. As it's going to be 1st and 10 here for Hanover. The Panthers going to start off in Comet territory. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Comets are really going to need a stop right here.
As this is where Olivet's going to be looking for a takeaway. I mean, it's going to be big here if they can get it and start themselves in better field positioning than that last drive inside their own 20. As Richards now in the shotgun, 2 receivers each side. He's going to have a running back in the backfield. That one's going to be Oppel. As Richards switching up what he's reading there from the defense. As still 2 receivers each side. He's just going to hand this one off to Oppel and fake it, keep it himself. But he's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to lose a yard there on that play.
Nice play by Cole Baker right there to bring him down on the outside.
As it was a good run defense design there by Olivet. They read that option with some ease. I mean, Hanover's been moving the ball really well through the air so far in this game. So, surprised to try and take the shot at the legs with Colton Richards. It's Richards in the shotgun, 2 receivers each side. And Oppel in the backfield. He's just going to throw the check down to Oppel. There is a flag on the play. And Olivet's going to stop them before they can really get anything, as it's going to be about a gain of 3 if it stands. But like you said, there's a flag on the play. 41 seconds left to go here, first quarter. Hanover leads it 21-0. Officials discussing down there on the field.
Illegal formation.
As it's going to go against Hanover, an illegal formation there on the play, as they're going to repeat second down, but this one's going to bring them back another 5 yards here. So it's going to set up 2nd and 16. Just 41 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Ball on the 46-yard line for Hanover. Hanover's looking to extend that 3-score lead as they lead it 21-0. As 3 receivers to the right, sending a man in motion now is Hanover. They're going to have 2 receivers each side. And Richards in the backfield with Oppel. Richards scanning the field, shooting left side as his intended target over there, Jalen Peck. But Peck not able to bring that one in.
Intended for number 1, Jalen Peck.
As so far in this game, Olivet's defense hasn't been making good stands, but making a good stand right here. 3rd and 16. Obviously getting a little bit of help from the penalty.
They're really going to need this. This will help them for their momentum. They need to get some points on the board, as well as a stop.
As Hanover trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. As Richards just trying to hard count that Olivet line, but it's not going to work. As 3rd and 16, Richards in the shotgun with Oppel. He's going to have 3 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. He's just going to hand off to Oppel here, and Oppel is going to pick up a good gain here.
Be close.
And he's going to bring it back there to 4th and 10. So not too close, but now there's a penalty marker there on the field. It was after the play, though, so we're going to see what it's going to be. It could be an unsportsmanlike here against Olivet.
Yeah, something was going on over there, a little bit of chirping.
There wasn't any pushing or shoving that we saw, but we obviously can't hear what's being said down there on the field. So we're going to see what Olivet's going to say for this one. I mean, it could go against both teams and just offset each other. But it should bring up 4th and 10, waiting on the penalty.
These Comets really need something. This crowd is pretty quiet.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense.
As it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct going against Hanover. So like we said, there was no pushing or shoving down there on the field. It's just talk against everybody. And Hanover there.
Looks like the punt team's going to come out.
Hanover's going to bring the punt team out, not able to keep the chirping aside, but I would say 1 quarter almost over. Hanover definitely won the first quarter. 21-0 is the score with 18 seconds left to go here in the first.
Yeah, that was the Comets' first stop of the game right there. They really needed that.
I mean, they needed to kill the momentum, and they need to find the momentum now for their offense. As punting away here is going to be Eric Roadbush. And Roadbush is going to show off the leg. It's going to be a high punt. Waving for the fair catch down there is Briggs.
Right around the 20-yard line.
And
Comets are going to need something here.
And that is where Olivet's going to start their next drive here on the 20-yard line. Is where that fair punt was caught. Or the fair catch was caught, excuse me. As 1 quarter set aside, Olivet trails by 3 scores, 21-0. As Hanover, like I said, definitely won that first quarter. How they got it done, a 34-yard pass from Richards to Hunter Eds, and then another big pass from Richards to Hunter Eds. That one 74 yards. And then Blake Hoffman also an 18-yard run. And the 3 PATs, 3 for 3, as Paxio has been looking like he's dialed in from kicking for Hanover.
Yeah, Richards threw 2 interceptions last game. This is a great start for him.
Yeah.
Throwing that ball downfield.
Definitely a great start to bring the season total of 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. As the Olivet offense is going to be looking to come out in this offense, or in this quarter, swinging here on this drive. As they haven't really gone too far into enemy territory at all here today in this game.
This Comet side of the field needs something to cheer about. Needs something to happen.
There hasn't been a whole lot going on in this game so far for Olivet at all. I mean, just the totals for them overall. They've gotten 2 first downs, 3rd down efficiency, 1 of 3. They were moving on that last play, but only 28 passing yards and 37 total yards at all. So they've been passing the ball better than they've been moving it on the ground. And we're going to see how it's going to shape up the rest of this first half. So start of the second quarter, 21-0. Hanover leads it as Ormsby in the shotgun, 2 receivers on each side. And he's going to have Canugia right in the backfield. As this pass is going to be caught and hauled in there, but Hanover's going to bring him down.
Catch. Threw a little over his head. He went up and grabbed it.
It was a little high there, but that one's going to be up, and too Aquarius ball there for Olivet. What a good catcher, as I believe it's actually Keon Johnson down there on the field. It seemed to be number 10.
Yes, I believe you're correct on that play.
As Olivet now 2 receivers each side. And they're just going to throw a little pitch here to Donto Wright and let him run the ball. That's something he's really good at, and he's going to pick up a big chunk of yardage here for Olivet.
Yeah, he had a nice 77-yard run last game, so you don't want to see him in the open. Good luck catching Donto Wright.
Yeah, you do not want to see him in the open, as right there it shows a little example. I mean, he didn't pick up a whole lot of yards, but enough to convert the first down here. So 14 minutes, 15 seconds.
Comets really need that.
Yep, as second quarter of action here, Hanover leads it 21-0. As 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and they're just going to hand off here to Donto Wright. As Wright's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage, no gain, no loss on the play.
Yeah, he had no room to run right there up the middle. Good stop by Hanover.
As Donto Wright tying the shoe down there on the field. You got to get that one before a big run here. I'm calling it. No, I'm kidding. As Olivet going to have 2 receivers each side, and they're going to have Donto Wright in the backfield with Ormsby in the shotgun.
We'll see if they look for ball on this play again.
As Ormsby, he's just going to throw it over there, and that one's going to be hauled in. Can't get a number, as that one's going to be number 80 for Olivet. He's not on the 2 deep. I will say Tristan McKinney, there we are. As a good grab there for McKinney. And now Olivet, 3rd and 4, 13 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here. Still trailing Hanover's big lead of 21-0. As they're going to set up trips to the left and 1 receiver to the right, as it's going to be Ormsby in the shotgun. And Donto Wright at his hip.
Sideline, throwing some signals.
As they're going to fake the handoff to Wright, as that one hits number 12 or 13,
like
Christopher Wright, right in the hands. And he just dropped it, not able to hold on, so that's going to bring up 4th down here for Olivet. And they're going to bring out the punting unit once again, try and pin Hanover back deep. So Olivet's offense, they really haven't found anything going. And
I kind of thought they were going to go for it right here. They need some momentum for something. They need something to happen.
They were keeping the offense out there for a second. I mean, it looked like Ormsby wanted to keep it going. However, Olivet and the punting unit is going to be sent out here. High kick. This one's going to be brought in around the 17-yard line, 16-yard line, and that's where Hanover's going to start their drive. So inside their own 20-yard line, has a good punt there by Fulton Reed. Hanover, I mean, has been really, really big here early on in this game. I mean, 21-0, scoring on 3 drives.
They've already doubled their points from what they scored the first game, and it's not even halftime yet.
It's not even halftime. I couldn't have said it any better myself there, Tucker, as Richards and company looking to keep this onslaught continuing here, as they have had Olivet's defensive number today. You can say that for sure. As 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and they're going to send in motion here, as they're just going to hand off to Hoffman. Hoffman's just going to put the shoulders down, try and get through that line of scrimmage, as he's going to pick up about a yard or 2 there on that play. As Hanover now getting a play call from the sideline. 12 minutes, 28 seconds left to go here in the first half, as Hanover leads it 21-0. Still inside their own 20-yard line, ball on to 21. As Richards going to take the snap, drop back in the shotgun, look over the middle, as he's just going to be
nice play by the
completing that pass to Roadbush, but Roadbush is going to hang on after a big hit there from Olivet.
They were swarming in on Richards pretty quick right there. He had to let that ball go.
As
looks like Weaver's coming off the field.
Olivet making a good stand here on defense. 3 receivers to the left for Richards and 1 to the right, as he's still just hard counting here, trying to get Olivet to jump and get them closer to that first down yard marker.
Dylan Weaver looks to be a little bit shaken up as he ran off the field here for the Comets.
However, 11 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the first half, as Richards dropping back in the pocket, surveying right side, and he's going to have that one complete over there. That one going to be Jalen Peck. Or,
Nice
excuse
pick
me.
up there for the Panthers. That'll be a first down.
As the number 1 and 7, they look alike. That one over there is going to be Michael Gordon on the catch. Couldn't really see it over there on the sideline, as right when he hauled that one in, he was hit out of bounds. As good catch there for Gordon, getting a first down here for Hanover. 11 minutes, 20 seconds here in the first half. 21-0 to score. Hanover leads it. As they're just going to try and fake the handoff, and now you're going to be boom-sticked right there.
Flag on the play.
What a big hit there on the quarterback, but they're still going to pick up about 3 yards on that play. There is a flag down on the play. Officials going to discuss it, what they're seeing and who it's going to go against. As it is going to go against Hanover, it's going to be a holding call here against Hanover. So right after picking up the first down, they're going to set themselves up deep now. 1st and 20.
Defense really needed that.
1st and 20 is going to be the result here, as 11 minutes, 11 seconds left to go here in the first half.
If they can get a stop on this drive right here, that'll be good for the offense. Get them a good field possession if they can keep them on their own.
Ball on Hanover's 22-yard line. Hanover sending a man in motion. Richards taking a snap. Dropping back, throwing over the middle. This one's a deep bomb for Jalen, as that one's also going to be completed. Jalen Peck off to the races. 15-10, 5, touchdown Hanover. As another big play there.
Richards is just lofting that ball, and he was just gone. Nobody was catching him.
As Jalen Peck, a deep bomb there, and they have just had the secondary's number all day long here in this one. I mean, still in the first half, Hanover extends that lead 27-0, awaiting the PAT for Pack.
Defensive backs are in trouble right now. They could really use Buck right now in this game.
As Paxiao sending this one up and through the uprights, as a little bit longer on the PAT was Hanover, but still the same result. Now a lead up to 4 scoring drives here, as Hanover leads this one 28-0.
Yeah, the Panthers are really putting a first half statement right here.
Yeah, first half statement for sure. 10-7 was the result of their first game against Century College. And now they have blown this one open here, and we're not even through the first half. As some discussion now between the officials, holding the ball near the end zone that Hanover just scored in, so not set to kick yet. But what are you seeing here in this first half so far, Tucker?
Oh man, the Comets offense, they need to change something up. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not seeming to work too well. So they got to clean up that fumble too. We got to keep the ball.
Yeah, they really have only had one drive where they seem to have Hanover's numbers offensively, and however it ended with a big fumble there, and Hanover scooped that one up, and then they ended up taking it down the other way and scoring. So the turnovers here a factor. The lackluster offense here for Olivet a factor, but Hanover, they're not going away. I mean, 10 points in their last game. They're looking to score big here. As this kickoff from Paxio is going to be taken in around the 5-yard line. This one's going to be Briggs. Briggs cutting up to the right side, and he's just going to take this one out of bounds.
Nice little stiff arm by Briggs.
As he gets out past the 25, almost to the 30. And we're going to see where the officials are going to mark this one. I believe it's going to be at the 27-yard line here. And that's where Olivet's going to start their next drive against this Hanover defense that is looking for a first-half shutout, Tucker.
Yeah, they only allowed 7 points in their last game. And this offense for the Comets is really explosive in their last 2 games, 28 points per game. So they're shutting them out right now. So
as it seems to be Olivet making a switch up here at quarterback, as it seems to be number 15 for Olivet is going to be into the game, as he's just going to fake the option and go to the right side, and he's going to be swallowed up into that backfield. As number 15 for
great
Olivet
tackle by James
is
Banks
going to be
right
the freshman Gavin Wildman.
Dropped him by the legs, gaining nothing right there for the Comets.
As Wildman in the game here, I mean, so far a couple of drives for Olivet. Ormsby wasn't doing anything spectacular through the air or on the ground, so just trying to switch it up, maybe get that option that they're used to running going, as it's going to be 3 receivers to the left, and Wildman and Dontel Wright in the backfield. He's going to hand this one off to Wright. Wright's got a couple of guys to beat over on that left side.
Not a whole lot of room right there.
But 2 plays and negative yardage here so far on this drive for Olivet. They're just fighting to get back into the 10-yard marker, but it's going to set up a 3rd and 13 here for Olivet. 9 minutes, 50 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, I've been waiting for something to happen with this explosive offense here for the Comets, but not a whole lot yet.
Yeah, and Olivet is looking to really just struggle offensively, as Ormsby is going to come back into the game now.
Looks to throw.
He's going to drop back into the pocket. He's going to complete this pass over to Cole Shoebridge, as that one's going to be a big pickup for Olivet, and that's going to keep the drive alive. They picked up the first down there despite it being 3rd and 13. As
good catch by Cole Shoebridge right there.
As Olivet running the 2-quarterback system with Wildman in there earlier on the drive, throwing Ormsby back in there, as it seems to be Ormsby's going to be the one to get it done through the air today. So 2 receivers each side now, dropping back in the pocket and hitting his receiver over to the left side, but instantly met as soon as he makes the catch. But it's still going to be good for a pickup of about 2 there on the play.
Good way to hold on to the ball right there, as the Panthers were all over him as soon as he caught that.
As that one's going to be number 13, Christopher White, on the play there for Olivet. As now, Olivet 2nd and 7, 8 minutes, 40 seconds, trailing Hanover 28-0. 2 receivers each side, and Ormsby in the backfield with Dontel Wright. As there's a flag on the play, could be a free play for Olivet, as Ormsby was looking for Cole Shoebridge right there.
Looks like a miscommunication. That ball was thrown nowhere.
Unable to get it in the hands of Shoebridge right there. As now, discussion between the officials, and we're going to see what this penalty is going to be against. As
Outside.
it's going to be offsides against Hanover, as it's going to be a 5-yard gain here for Olivet after the incomplete pass. So it's still going to leave it 2nd and about 1 here for Olivet, as it's definitely going to set them up and possibly get a new set of downs here and brings them way closer to the odds of that.
Yeah, I think this is the only 2nd time in this game that the Comets have gotten into the Panthers' territory, so we'll see if they can do something right here without fumbling the ball.
As 2nd and 1, 8 minutes, 29 seconds. Olivet trailing Hanover 28-0. Ormsby in the shotgun. So he's just going to fake the handoff. Try and use his legs. He's going to pick up a first down, and definitely the smart option to do there by Evan Ormsby.
That was a nice play by Ormsby. Faked the pass, made a defender jump, and got to pick up a first down right there.
As Ormsby saw that everybody was covered downfield, it was really good coverage by Hanover, but using the legs, good heads-up play there by Evan Ormsby.
That's the 2nd play today that Ormsby's had to use the legs.
As Olivet looking to set themselves up before going into half scoreless. As in the shotgun is Ormsby. He's going to have 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. So he's going to take the snap, and he's just going to hand it off to Dontel Wright. Dontel Wright's fighting to get back to that line of scrimmage, and he's going to do good and pick up about 2 yards there on that play. As they're going to mark him for only a pickup of about 1 there.
Yeah, Ormsby's been doing a pretty good job today passing the ball, so we'll see if that keeps working here for the Comets.
7 minutes,
touchdown of the game.
7 minutes, 36 seconds left here in the first half. As Ormsby's in the shotgun, he's going to have 2 receivers to his left. As he's going to drop back, step over, and he's going to scan the middle of the field, and that's caught by Sequarius Ball.
Good catch in the middle of the field by Sequarius.
As that one's going to be good enough for a first down here. So Olivet showing a little bit of late life here in this first half. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in the first half. Still trailing, but Olivet looking to put their first points up of the game.
Ormsby's slinging that right in there on the money every play. Looking good so far.
Moving with some efficiency into enemy territory is Olivet. Ormsby going to take the snap. He's just going to hand it off to Dontel Wright, and Dontel Wright's going to pick up about 1 yard or 2 there on the play. As the passing is showing a little bit of early life for Olivet, or late life for Olivet. As
Good tackle by Sherman Davis right there, piling him right up in the middle.
usually what you're used to for Olivet is the big ground game here, but Hanover's doing a good job of stopping the run game for Olivet. They got 11 rushing attempts for only 18 yards. As Ormsby dropping back in the pocket again, looking right side. This one going to be caught, and even some more yards after the
Nate Briggs,
after some
nice catch
hands.
right there.
Yeah, as Nate Briggs is going to just fight his way and pick up another first down for Olivet. As Briggs,
Jukes the defender, gains a few more yards.
he made about 2 or 3 defenders miss there
He's really quick.
before he was wrapped up by them all and they caught back up. So good
Full
way to
loss
fight.
right there.
Yeah, good way to fight and keep the play alive by Briggs. Getting another first down for Olivet as they're approaching red zone territory. As
They really need this right here to
Ormsby in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left. He's going to drop back, look right side.
Right
That
out of
one
the hands.
right in the chest and out. As Ormsby's pass right there was intended for Dakota Weaver.
Second down, 10 to go.
As Olivet looking to the sideline for the play call. Trying to get some yardage here and get into the red zone, as they haven't had a lot of trips getting close to the red zone, let alone getting inside the red zone. So 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Ormsby in the shotgun
looking to pass.
as he's going to throw it over the middle. And that one's going to be tipped and intercepted by Hanover. So
Looks like the number one
Hanover's
on the
number
Panthers.
1, Jamin Fanning, with the takeaway there after the ball comes up loose after a hit. And man, oh man, right when Olivet has something going, 2 times today now they've turned the ball over.
Yes, Schoolbridge got hit right there, pretty good, and the ball came out, and that's a pick for the Panthers.
Yeah, Cole Shoebridge on the play there. I mean, he had the catch, but an absolute hit stick there from the defense of Hanover, and taken away was Fanning on the play.
That's 2 turnovers for the Comets here in this first half.
As
Not what you want.
Hanover now starting a little deep in their territory. As Richards and company taking the field yet again. 2 receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. As he's going to have a pair of backs in the backfield with him. Some discussion now between Hoffman and an official as they're just going to whistle this one to start again. So 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Panthers
As they're
have
just
their
going to
own
take the handoff there and pick up a good chunk of yardage there for about 3 or 4 yards. Good first play there for Hanover, close to their end zone.
Hoffman, he's a good hard runner. He lowered that shoulder and got a little bit more of another yard right there.
He is a good hard runner. He's definitely going to try and run through you instead of going around you and hitting you with the fancy juke moves.
Deontay Huffman.
As Huffman is going to be down there in the backfield. They're going to have 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. As Richards sending a man in motion. He's going to take the snap, surveying the field. As he's going to throw it to the left side, and that one's going to be hauled in by Eds. Hunter Eds, another catch and adding on to that big day.
Man, he's really tearing up that defense today, Eds.
I mean,
Comets can't seem to find something to stop him.
Hanover is just torching the defense. 329 total yards just to Olivet's 108. I mean, it's been a huge half here for Hanover. 4 minutes, 49 seconds. Hanover leading 28-0 and possibly looking to tack on before the half. As Richards going to drop back, and he's just going to hit the screen to Hoffman. Little halfback screen that's going to go for a chunk of yardage, as that's going to be a big gain there for Hanover.
Nice play by Hoffman right there.
As
Got
moving
the ball and started going.
as moving the chains there for Hanover, and that's going to pick up another first down there on the play. So Hanover moving late here in the first half. 4 minutes, 25 seconds left to go here. Hanover leads it 28-0. And I mean, that last play, a halfback screen going for 20 yards. Olivet's got to stop that. As Richards is just going to try and quickly do another halfback screen to Oppel. But Oppel is just going to let that one hit the hands. And it's
Oppel,
going to
yeah,
be
right
an
out of the hands
incomplete,
of Oppel.
incomplete pass.
Looks like he had a defensive lineman on him, so if he caught that, he probably would have gained a few yards.
As Richards looking.
Comets really need something here to stop this passing offense here of the Panthers.
Yeah, they have had a huge passing attack through the air. I mean, it's just been all over the place, hitting a bunch of receivers in a bunch of different directions. But dropping back again is Richards, looking over the middle, and that one is going to be another bring in by Peck there is Jalen Peck He's going to get a good yardage there for about a pickup of 5 there. As that one's going to bring up 3rd down, so about 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, waiting on the official spot. As 3 minutes 50 seconds left to go here in the first half. Hanover leads 28-0.
Yeah, Richards is looking really comfortable back there.
That he has. He's been staying really composed and trying to keep Olivet's rush game to a minimum. As Richards in the shotgun, 2 backs behind him, sending Oppel in motion. As he's just going to give to Hoffman. Hoffman, he's going to have a huge hole here. 30, 20, 10. Scoring again is Hoffman. As boy, oh boy, when he can find a hole and hit it, he can take it for a long
Yeah,
one.
he was gone. The Comets defense right there. They looked like they just kind of gave up right there. Nice run by Hoffman.
As Hoffman really just took that one 48 yards and for a touchdown there. So letting the onslaught continue, taking their lead up big before going into the half. I mean, a team that scored 10 points last week to 34, potentially 35 awaiting the PAT. As the snap, the hold, the kick, they're all up and good.
Pedro's on the money today, kicking that right up the middle every time.
As Paxio is definitely on the money today. Hasn't missed a PAT yet, as it's still 35-0 here in the first half. Olivet trailing big, as they are only going to have about 3 minutes, 20 seconds to try and find a score here before the end of the first half. The big thing that they got to try and limit is the turnovers. 1 interception and 1 fumble have really killed the drives that they've had going. I mean, they've gotten into enemy territory, they've gotten into the red zones, or they've approached the red zones, and then it's just a big takeaway there for Hanover.
Yeah, I think the Comets are really missing Keontae Buck right now as I see him on the sideline looking very frustrated. Keontae Buck, he's yelling pretty good at the defense right now. They need to do something to stop this really good passing offense of the Panthers.
As Paxio is going to send this one deep again here for Hanover. He's been taking care of the kicking duties all afternoon here for Hanover. And I mean, the Panthers, there's a reason that man down there was the special teams player of the week last week. As Paxio is going to send this one deep. This one's going to be a big kick taken in over there by Briggs. As Briggs is going to take it in around the 5-yard line. He's going to have another good return here. He's had a couple all day, as he's going to fight it there. A good return of about 25 or 26. As
Briggs is having himself a day.
Briggs on the return team is having a good game.
About the only thing I've seen so far really on the Comets is just Briggs doing good on the special teams.
As Olivet's going to start their drive here, we're going to see if it's going to be the freshman quarterback starting this drive again, or if they're going to stick with Ormsby. As coming out onto the field in the quarterback position, this drive seems to be number 7. As Charlie Grant, the sophomore from Charlotte, is going to be out here under center for Olivet, as in the shotgun, and then the official's going to blow the whistle.
Yeah, Charlie Grant, he only lives about 20 minutes from here, pretty close,
Seems to be an issue with the ball there, as the officials are throwing it around. Now Olivet is going to get all that situated, a new ball in there from the equipment staff over there on the Olivet sideline. And now Grant in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his left. He's going to have Wright in the backfield with him, hands it off to Wright. Wright's got the edge, but they just making a big play stop in their tracks, as James Evans going to make a big jersey tackle there for Hanover.
Yeah, he almost broke that outside, but good hold on right there by the jersey by the Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, if he could have gotten that edge, I mean, you never know. At the speed of Dontel Wright, you're not going to catch him. As 2 receivers on each side and Dontel Wright in the backfield, Grant in the shotgun, taking the snap, surveying the field, and he's just going to go down. Hanover got to him in a hurry.
Quick.
It didn't even look like Olivet's offensive line touched him. They were right there in that backfield. So the struggle bus is continuing here for Olivet at home in the first half. 35-0 is the score. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here in the first half. 3rd and 10 here. So that big gain by Dontel Wright just goes to a side. It's like 2 plays have really just been gone away here for Olivet, as 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Dontel Wright in the backfield, as Grant dropping back in the shotgun, as he's just going to throw this one behind the intended receiver,
Pass was low.
as it was low and behind Cerquarius' ball. As, I mean, we know how dangerous Cerquarius' ball can be, but he's just got to have something thrown in his area to try and make the grab. As it's going to be a quick 3-and-out here for Olivet.
Comets are looking really frustrated, as they should be, down 35-0.
As Fulton Reed is going to be set back to punt yet again here for Olivet. So 3 punts, 110 yards total coverage of the punts by Fulton Reed. He's been having a day so far. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left to go in this one, as Reed's going to get the ball. He's going to send this one
back
through the air, as Eds is going to take this one in at the 26-yard line, as he's going to return this up to about the 35. So good return there, about 10, 11 yards there at Hanover. Still 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here in this half, and they have some more scoring they can do. But some more scoring updates from around the league. Albion is playing Rose-Hulman, and they're leading 27-19 with that one in the third quarter with 8 minutes left in that one. As Hanover trailing here. Hope up against Mount St. Joseph, 21-14. Kalamazoo's down against Defiance, 7-14. And we got a tie game between Franklin and Shrine at 7 apiece. As Richards dropping back in the shotgun. He's going to throw this one up for Hunter Eds, but just a little in front of Hunter Eds.
If he caught that, he would have been gone again.
He would have been gone again, as he has had the cornerback's numbers all
burning the
day.
Defensive backs in the comments.
Hunter Eds is having himself a day. 2 minutes, 5 seconds remaining here in the first half. Hanover having a big day offensively. As the total yards for Hanover, 411 in the first half. As that is quite the number. As 2 receivers each side, Richards in the shotgun. So he's just going to take this one, throw a little check down, as he's going to hit the receiver, Michael Gordon there on the play, as that one's going to be a good pickup of about 6 yards there for Hanover.
Starting to hear a lot of yelling, Sebastian. These Comets fans are getting pretty irritated here.
I mean, with the score like 35-0, Tucker, agitation is down and around here on this home sideline for sure. As it's going to bring up 3rd and 4 here, a minute 57 left to go in the first half. Hanover leading big, 35-0. 3rd and 4, ball on the 41-yard line. As Richards going to have trips to his right, 1 receiver to his left, as he's going to drop back in the pocket, scan the field, hit as he throws, and there's going to be nobody over, as the intended receiver over there is going to be the running back, Austin Oppel. As a good stop there, and Olivet's only made a couple of those all game. So the big thing going into the half for them is definitely they're going to have to find ways to stop Hanover's offense. And I mean, Olivet, like we said, they do have a really good offense as well. Not much to showcase here with a little bit of trouble in that quarterback position with Faust being out. As Olivet almost blocking the punt, just going to get it up and over. As the return man for Olivet just going to take this one down straight to the ground, as that one's Briggs.
Yeah, this stadium's pretty silent right now.
Pretty silent right now, as Olivet's going to take this one in around the 19-yard line. And definitely not where you want to start the drive, but really not many options.
Their heads up. They still got a whole second half here.
Yeah, not many options that Briggs could have gone with that one, as Hanover was all over that punt. But 1st and 10, starting another drive with a minute 45 left here in the first half. Olivet trailing big, as it's going to be Grant still out there, the sophomore from Charlotte, as we're seeing a couple of different quarterbacks here in the first half for Olivet, as Grant's just going to take this one, roll out to the left, try and find Shoebridge over the middle, as that one seems to be hauled in and intercepted by Hanover. I couldn't tell if that one hit the ground or not, but
this will be Brody Luker.
Yeah, Brody Luker on the interception for Hanover.
He put his fingers under there and grabbed that.
I'd be surprised if there's
close.
not a discussion here from the officials, or if there's a way Olivet can challenge that one. Just one play 4 seconds gone by, and another turnover for Olivet, bringing that defense back out.
It's going to be a first down here for the Panthers.
Yeah, it's going to set up another drive here, already taking over in Olivet territory. As Richards in the shotgun, he's going to have Hoffman behind him. He's going to have two receivers on each side. And attacking the air again goes Hanover. Hanover, this one's going to be a deep ball, but that one is going to be taken away and then ripped out almost.
Wow, tight defense right there.
Good coverage there by number 9, Fulton Reed, there on the play for...
Almost picked it off.
Intended for number 1.
Yeah, it was almost picked off, as it seems to be Zamir Wallace down there on the play, hailing from Flint, Michigan, as 6'1", 160 over there, good size DB for the University of Olivet. But right when they almost had a takeover, they got ripped out by the receiver from Hanover. As Richards in the shotgun, 2 receivers each side. He's just going to hand it off to Hoffman. Hoffman hitting the hole once again, hard to bring down, spinning off defenders.
Right there.
And taking it closer to the first down marker, but not going to pick it up. I believe it's going to be about 3rd and 1.
Hoffman's tearing up this defense with his speed and his toughness.
As it's going to be 3rd and 2 here for Hanover. 1 minute, 10 seconds left to go in the first half. Hanover leading big and looking to tack on after the turnover. As Hanover in the first game only scoring 10 points, they are having a monumental first half here in this game against Olivet, as Richards in the shotgun. He's just going to hand it off. That one's going to be Oppel. Oppel bouncing off defenders, and then he's going to be brought down, but there's also going to be a flag on the play there.
There's a helmet on the ground, too.
As the helmets and the flags are flying all over here late in the first half. 46 seconds remaining here in the first half. Hanover up big, 35-0. As some discussion now between the officials down there on the ground. So we're going to see who it's going to go against. As it's going to go against Olivet, as playing without the helmet is going to be what they're going for here in this game. As 46 seconds left to go here, Hanover leads big, 35-0, and quite a preposterous penalty there, but can't be playing without a helmet down there on the field. So good point out by you, Tucker. You said the helmet was down there on the field.
Yeah, this first half has just been all Panthers, Sebastian.
It has been Panthers. They're running away with it here.
Pass game and run game, all over the Comets defense.
As 46 seconds left to go here, running clock. As Richards in the shotgun, he's just going to hand it off to Oppel, fake it, and then go the other way as Hunter Edge throwing to the end zone and add it to the list. Touchdown, Hanover.
Trick play right there.
As Hunter Edge not only has burnt him through the air, but he has also now got a throwing touchdown for Hanover. So
Thomas thought it was a run play right there, but turns out he flings it over and a nice pass.
2 receiving touchdowns for Eds, 1 throwing for Eds.
Wow.
And man, oh man, Hanover is looking to put this one away early. 41-0 the score here, awaiting the PAT as the snap, the hold, and the kick are up, and it's good. As Paxiao still perfect yet again, 6 for 6 on the day, as the score's up to 42-0. Olivet trailing big.
Yeah, the Panthers came all the way over here from like 5 hours away from a drive, and they're really making a statement here in this first half.
They are making a huge statement here. I mean, a 5-hour bus ride all the way from the bottom of Indiana coming up here, and they are ready to play here against the Comets. Means the home opener, it's the new look for Olivet and the university, switching from college to university. And first home game here for the University of Olivet is not a big one. It's a statement game here for Hanover, I will say. As, like we've said, the last game that they played, a 10-7 win over Century College. So, I mean, Century's defense must have had something going that Olivet's defense just doesn't have against the Panthers.
Yeah, last year the Comets beat the Panthers 31-28, so Panthers are really getting them back in this one here in the first half.
Yeah, it seems like they're not forgetting the loss last year, and they really want to stick it to them at home, kind of how Olivet went down to Hanover and stuck it to them at home. As now it's just going to be a squib kick here from Paxiao, as Olivet's going to take that one in around the 20, and they're going to get a big return, about 12 yards there from the 20 to about the 36-yard line, so about a 16-yard return there.
We'll see if the Comets try to do something here with 27 seconds left, or else looks like they might just kneel it. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we're going to see where the official's going to spot the ball here, but 27 seconds left to go, and Olivet has to make something happen here in a hurry. So
yeah, if I were the Comets, I would try to do something right here. They really need they need anything.
Charlie Grant still in the quarterback position here as Ormsby is going to be sidelined here. Two receivers each side, and Dontel Wright in the shotgun as Grant's just going to drop back, looking over right side. He's going to shoot it left side and in the hands and out of his receiver. A good ball there, but
a lot of time back there.
Unable to bring it in. It's going to be number 16, Dakota Weaver.
Intended for number 15.
This is probably Grant's first game at quarterback I've never seen him out there on the field here for Olivet.
Yeah, a new quarterback for Olivet here.
They've been switching it up a lot.
They have been switching it up. I mean, quarterback one, Thomas Faust, out for the game, dealing with some injuries here. I mean, you'd rather have him healthy and not playing in one of the early on games. As Grant dropping back, he's going to scan over the middle of the field, and that one's going to be another interception here for Hanover. As we're actually going to wait and see the offense still staying out there. It may have been a little dislodged there from the hands down, and that's exactly what they're going to go for. So an incomplete pass in and out of the hands of a Hanover defender, as that one's just number 5, Ben Macy. As Macy wasn't able to hang on to the ball there and bring it to the ground.
Third down, 10 to go.
As now Olivet, 3rd and 10, 15 seconds left to go in the
Have
first
to be looking
half.
for pass. They need to get something. Only 15 seconds left.
Olivet taking the snap, dropping back in the shotgun is Grant. As he's going to find Shaquarius ball over the middle, but that one's popped out. We're going to see if it's an incomplete pass, and that's what the officials are going to call it, as he couldn't establish himself as a receiver, and they're just going to pop that one out. So
Yeah, if he caught that, he would have been pretty close to a first down, but looks like that's probably going to be it here for the halftime.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to see the punting unit and Fulton Reed coming out here for Olivet. But 42-0 the score. Olivet punting this one away to Hanover. And I would assume that Fulton Reed's just going to try and hang this one up in the air as long as he can, try and get the time to go away.
Yeah, you don't want that ball in Hunter Reed's hands anymore. He's done a lot this game.
Yeah, Hunter Eden has really been torching Olivet's defense. As the punt's actually going to be blocked, scooped up and laid down by Hanover. And they're going to have about a second or two, it seems to be, because they were down on the ground before the clock got all the way down to 0. But the teams are looking to go straight into the locker room, and that's going to be the end of the first half. I thought they might have given Hanover a shot or two because it seemed to be a little bit of time left. But however, Hanover is going to be more than happy with the lead going into halftime, 42-0, Tucker. That first half, all Panther football.
Yeah, their offense really, man, they're passing the ball, they're running the ball, they're just running all over the place here on the Comets, and Comets defense can't seem to do anything without Bercumpus or Buck here on the defense.
As with that, we're going to take about a 15-minute break here on WOCR 89-1 to 1. We'll send it back down to Quinn in the station as he'll have some good halftime stuff for you guys. But with the first half in the books, Hanover 42-0's the lead. Stick around here on WOCR 89-1 to 1 for more Comet action. And welcome back to WOCR 89-1-1. My name's Sebastian O'Leary, joined alongside my new broadcast partner, Tucker Playmaster. Tucker, one half of action's in the book. Hanover leads it 42-0 after, despite having their first game jitters of a 10-7 victory over Century College. They are having an offensive onslaught here today.
Yeah, they've been passing the ball, running the ball all over the Comets here. Their quarterback is slinging it down deep to Hunter. He's had quite a day, too, as well. Total yards here for the Panthers is 446 compared to the Comets is 108. That's a big difference. That's what's a big part of the game here today.
Yeah, and Olivet has also had a couple of turnovers to their name, just a couple of interceptions, and a fumble that they also lost. So Hanover here is going to be starting out the second half, kicking away to Olivet, as taking this one inside their own 10-yard line is going to be Nathan Briggs. As Briggs is going to cut from right to left. He's got a couple of blocks downfield and another big return. He's out past the 50 and going to get knocked out around Olivet's 40. What a huge return there to start the second half for Olivet.
That is just what the Comets need right here. He faked, handed it off, and ran up the other side. Looks like there's a flag on the play, though.
There is some dirty laundry down there on the field as we are waiting a call from the officials. I will say, though, one place that Olivet has had a really, really good, just separation from Hanover is on the return teams. Nate Briggs has been just absolutely torching the return team for Hanover.
He's been the Comets in good field possession almost every return here in this game, but the Comets can't seem to do anything with it.
As Olivet is really now going to start over on their other side of the field after the hold on the return here. So a big return from Briggs is going to be taken away, and they're just going to start this one out at the 35-yard line instead of being over in enemy territory.
Looks like they got Charlie Grant here back at quarterback.
Grant in the shotgun. He's going to have two receivers to his right, one to his left, and behind him is going to be Dontel Wright. As they're going to go left, pitch it to Wright. Wright's got the corner, and a good first play here, as that one is going to be close to the chains. We'll see if they move them, and they are, so it's going to pick up first down here for Olivet. And one play, one first down, 14 minutes, 35 seconds into the second half. And Hanover is still up big, but Olivet is looking to start the second half off in the right way. As Grant's going to take the snap, hand it off to Dontel Wright. Dontel Wright's going to be met right at about 3 or 4 yards after the gain. And that's going to bring up second down for Olivet.
Yeah, that was a big hit right there by Jamin Fanning. Excuse me.
As Fanning, also a takeaway to his name there for the Hanover defense. He's been having a good game defensively. I mean, the whole Hanover defense, you could say, is having a really good game. As Grant's in the shotgun, he's going to have Wright to his left and have two receivers to his right, but he's just going to hand off to Dontel Wright. And Dontel Wright's going to get through the line of scrimmage for about 2 yards there on the carry. That's going to bring up third and about 4 for Olivet.
Yeah, Charlie Grant's still looking for his first completion of this game. I think he's about 0 for 5 so far. They look to keep the ball on the ground right now, though, as of right now.
As two receivers each side for Grant, he's going to be in the backfield in the shotgun formation with Dontel Wright. Grant's going to try and do a hard count, now take the snap, dropping back, looking left side. He's going to hit his receiver over there, and that's going to be number 80 for Olivet, as that's going to be Tristan McKinney.
First completion there for Grant.
As McKinney doing some good things for Olivet, bringing that one in safely towards the sideline, picking up a first down, and moving across midfield go the Comets. As it's been a lackluster first half, but 2 minutes into this second half, Olivet seems to be moving with some momentum at their feet. Grant's going to drop back again. He's going to look for Shaquarius Ball, but that one into double coverage and knocked out.
Yeah, that was pretty tight coverage there by the Panthers. Pretty risky throw there by Grant.
As Grant did hit Ball right in the hand, so it was a good throw, but Shaquarius Ball just not able to hang on over there for Olivet.
These Comet fans are really anxious for something to happen here. Not a whole lot going on with the offense this game.
The home faithful waiting for the first points for Olivet. Two receivers each side. In the shotgun is Grant with Dontel Wright, as he's going to fling it right side, and that one's going to be way in front of McKinney, as McKinney not able to bring that one in, but the pressure right there is getting to Grant.
Yeah, as soon as he threw that pass, he got hit right away.
As now Olivet looking towards the sideline for the play call.
Andrew Brown, number 80, incomplete.
As offensive coordinator for Olivet in the quarterback room, getting the play call situated.
Coach Moose looking here to do something to get the first points on the board here for Olivet.
As two receivers each side, Dontel Wright in the backfield, dropping back is Grant. He's going to throw it over the middle, and that one's going to be hauled in. And that one's going to pick up some yardage there.
Nice wobbly throw, but it was able to get it right on target.
As
pick up about 5.
Tristan McKinney is going to bring that one in yet again here for Olivet. That one's going to bring up about 4th and 5. Offense staying out on the field. So Coach Moose and Olivet feeling gambly here in the second half. I mean, they got to get something going. So 4 receivers to the right, sending Dontel Wright in motion. It's just going to be a screen here for Dontel Wright, and he's going to be wrapped up and dropped into the backfield, and it's going to be a turnover on downs for Hanover. So that defense coming out electrifying here in the second half.
That was a great tackle by Ben Massey right there from Indianapolis, Indiana. He made a great stop right there for the Panthers.
As now Hanover is going to be coming out into this game still with their quarterback 1, Colton Richards, as he's been lighting up the pass game here, as over 330 yards, 335 to be exact, on the day for Colton Richards, as he is having an absolute haymaker of a game. As just last week he only threw for 148 yards. Richards dropping back. He's going to swing it over Oppel's way. Oppel's going to get a hole. Oppel's going to get a missed tackle. Oppel's off to the races saying, "Feet don't fail me now." And he's going to get drugged down right in the red zone past the 15, as the feet did let him down right there, Tucker.
Yeah, that was a great run by them right there.
As Olivet's defense really not able to stop what Hanover has been brewing all game. They've been throwing it to the running backs. They've been letting Hoffman take it and run with it. They've also been just absolutely dangerous in the pass game over there to, Austin Oppel. They've also thrown it a couple of different receivers, but this one's going to be over to number 18, and that one now is going to get brought down, so they're making the catch for Hanover on the play. Number 19 is going to be Sadiq Pasha.
Yeah, the Panthers are right where they left off in that first half, going right down comments.
As Hanover looking towards the sideline, looking for the play call. As Olivet's defense trying to get sorted out here. 11 minutes, 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Hanover looking to add on to their lead. As a penalty on the play, the previous play is going to be holding here for Hanover. The officials had some discussion down there on the field. As now with that one, it's going to set up here 1st and 15 for Hanover, as 3 receivers over to the right, a man in motion. As Richard going to take the snap, he's going to look over right side. That one's going to be complete over there to number 1, Jalen Peck. And Peck's going to be brought down, but they're still going to bring that one within 10 now for the first down.
Yeah, it looks like the Comets were dropping back right there. He was wide open on that catch.
He was wide open on the catch, and I mean, they've been taking shots at the end zone from all over the field, so dropping back by the secondary right there for Olivet. Probably the smarter play call, especially when they were facing a 1st and 15. 10 minutes, 45 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Hanover leading 42-0 as they're facing a 2nd and 11. As Richards in the shotgun, 2 running backs in the backfield, as he's got a couple of receivers out to throw to. He's going to roll out left, and he's going to try and hit one in the hands, but it's going to be tipped in the area and taken away by Olivet. As that's the first takeaway there for Olivet. Number 19, Landon Ackley with the interception.
Yeah, that touched Blake Huffman's hand right there and just tipped right off of him, couldn't reach it. So that's a pick for the Comets. That's just what they needed right there.
The dangerous pass just tipped up in the air, and that's going to be the first interception there for Colton Richards. As Colton Richards, so far today, 19 for 26, 336 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception.
Charlie Grant back out there again.
As Grant's in the shotgun, 2 receivers each side, and he's going to have Kanuji in the backfield. As he's going to drop back, look over to pass. Good pass block from Olivet, and the quarterback, Charlie Grant's just going to put his shoulder down, but the ball's going to pop out. We're going to see who sticks with it. As there's some fight down there, and Olivet's just going to stick with it. Good recover by them, but I did see Grant's arms come up without the ball. A little bit of nervousness right there from myself, I will say.
Yeah, he tried to roll over that shoulder there on the Panthers defense, and
it was a good pickup of yardage there, but scary seconds there as with the fumble, but good recovery by Olivet, so now it brings up 2nd and 4, 9 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the third. As in the shotguns, Grant, 2 receivers each side, and he's going to have Kanuji in the backfield. Grant's going to take the shotgun, give the handoff, and that one's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage as it wasn't Kanuji in the backfield, as that one's going to be Bo Brandt, stopped behind the line of scrimmage there for the Comets.
That's his first touch today.
That is his first touch today, so a loss of 1 on the play there. That's going to bring up 3rd down here for the Comets. 3rd and 5, ball on their 17-yard line. Olivet just forced a big turnover here. Now needing something, show a little bit of life in this game. As Grant's going to take the snap, drop back in the shotgun, throw it over to Sequarius Ball, and that one's going to be hauled in there for the first down. As good execution and a chain-moving drive here so far for Olivet.
Yeah, good pass right there. Good little toe tap by Sequarius Ball. Be a first down here for the Comets.
As Charlie Grant now 4 for 11. No touchdowns and an interception, as he's only gotten 4 yards through the game here. As Grant now dropping back in the pocket. Now he's going to come up and try and get some yardage there. As good pressure from Hanover's defense, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, Grant had to run out of there again, but luckily this time he was making sure he held on to that ball. Doesn't want to fumble that again.
Yeah, it was a good job to hang on to that one. As looking to see what the flag's going to be. There was a pickup of about 2 or 3 yards there for Grant, and it's going to go against Hanover, as it's going to be a face mask called against Hanover. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty, and that's going to be another chain mover here for Olivet. So 8 minutes, 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Olivet still trailing, but looking to put some points up on the board on this drive. 1st and 10, ball at the 42-yard line. As Grant trying to hard count and make him snap. As he's going to take the snap, shoot it over the right side for Sequarius Ball, and he's going to hang on to that and get it bobbled out.
Ref says incomplete.
As he looked like he was going to hang on to that and bring it down, but good coverage there from number 9, James Evans, as he just got his hand up and in there and ripped that one out as Sequarius Ball was coming down with it. And now ball is down over there on the sidelines.
Yeah, he's not moving.
As we're going to see
this is not what the
if what Olivet's going to do, and both teams now going to go to the sideline. So with that, we're going to take a 60-second break here on WOCR 89.1 The One. Stick around for more Comet action. And welcome back here to Cutler Athletic Event Center, as over on the sideline is where being tended to, as it's been an action-packed game here. A lot of turnovers, a lot of touchdowns for Hanover. Olivet's been looking to put some points up on the board, but unable to get something in this game so far. I mean, the first half, they didn't really have a whole lot of offense moving. And, I mean, even to this point, if you want to look at it, Hanover, their passing yards, 348 just to Olivet's 93. So they are about 300 yards almost over the Olivet Comets in the passing game. And they have just been on display, Hanover that is, of just like what good football through the air is. They've been pulling out the trick plays out of the bag. I mean, one of their receivers who also has 2 touchdowns on the day, Hunter Eds, he's also thrown a touchdown. So 3 touchdowns accredited to his name.
He's doing everything out there for the Panthers.
Everything.
He's just returning the ball too as well.
He's in there everywhere.
Crowd is clapping, excuse me.
As I do believe that's first Aquarius ball. Olivet now coming back out onto the field with Hanover.
So getting up.
As ball's up and moving. It's a good thing to see here for Olivet. So that's their main receiver. And Olivet's still over there on the sideline looking to get the play call there from Coach Yav. As they're still going to stick with the sophomore quarterback, Charlie Grant, still out there. 2 receivers to his left, 2 receivers to his right. And he's going to have a man in the backfield with him. As Hanover playing the cover 4. Now Grant's going to shoot it left side. Now one's going to be brought in. And brought down with some ferocity it goes, as that one is going to be Keon Johnson making the catch.
Yeah, it looks like the trainer's on the sideline looking around Squarius ball's neck head area, so let's hope nothing too serious.
Number 13, Christopher White.
As that was Christopher White on the reception, excuse me.
Jamin Fanning. 3rd down, 3
As now, 3rd down, 3 to go here. 7:46 left to go in the 3rd quarter. As Grant's hard count going to get a couple of Panthers to jump. As we'll see what the officials call going to be, but if I had to guess, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, false start over there on Hanover.
Comets are slowly getting their way over to on the opponent's side of the field, but we'll see what the call is.
As it's going to be a false start against the offense. And with that, no encroachment on the jump there from Hanover's defensive ends. As I can tell you, I mean, we all saw it from up here. They did end up jumping, but however, the call goes against Olivet. And that is going to bring up 3rd and 8 here. 7 minutes, 38 seconds left to go. Hanover up big, 42-0. As Olivet, a crucial 3rd down. Grant, another hard count.
Looks like the left tackle moved there on the Comets.
As that seems to be another false start here for Olivet.
Number 64.
As that one going to go against Olivet. As that's going to be number 12, I believe. Is that the number that they called out on the play?
I'm not sure.
As if they did, that's going to be going against Jonathan Holloway. As
Comets really need this. If they don't get this first down, then I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. They really need it.
And now goes from 3rd and short to 3rd and long after a couple of false starts. 3rd and 13 here, 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. As this one's batted down and almost taken away. As, man, oh man, Olivet and Hanover, they're just going at it, but Hanover's getting the better part of them.
Warren Kugel read that play as soon as it was snapped. He could have had a pick 6 right there and just walked in the end zone. Luckily, nothing happened.
Yeah, Kugel was in the backfield and disrupted that screen pass with ease. I mean, if he could have hung on to that, there was going to be nobody probably there to catch him.
Yeah, he read that play right away.
So really, really fortunate for Olivet there not to force the throw and force the turnover, but 7 minutes, 1 second left to go here. Bad snap over Fulton Reed's head. Fulton Reed's just going to try and run to the left side, and he's going to be brought down inside the 30-yard line, inside the 20 and 30-yard line, I should say, as they're going to mark him down at about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, that ball went right over his head. Bad snap by the center. He didn't really have any other opportunity, so he just had to try to run and do what he could to get out of there.
As Now Hanover going to take over in exceptional field positioning here. 6 minutes, 45 seconds. Hanover leads this one 42-0, and they have a dangerous, dangerous starting field position to make some damage happen here, Tucker.
Yeah, we'll see if their defense can hold them up, but this good field possession first down, it's going to be pretty tough for the Comps to make a stop here.
As Richards, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, he's just going to hand this one off to Huffman. Huffman's just trucking his way through that line and into the linebackers, and that's going to be a good pickup of about 5 or 6 yards there on that play.
Yeah, breaking tackles like Huffman's been doing all day. He's had a pretty good game today.
Blake Huffman on the carry.
As Hanover creeping towards
Number 22, Blake
that
Huffman.
goal line and trying to tack on another 6 points here. As 6 minutes, 27 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. 2 receivers to his right, sending a man in motion. It goes. He's going to hand the jet sweep off. Hanover going to get a good pickup of yardage here, and that one is going to be good by Colburn Shelby.
Yeah, Corbin Shelby, wide receiver, freshman, 5'8", Indianapolis, Indiana, made a nice little run right there.
Ryan Shelby on the carry.
Third and short here for the Panthers.
As Richards looking to the offensive coordinator for the play call. As
King.
it's going to set up 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left, and he's going to be in the shotgun with Huffman at his side. As Richards going to take the snap, he's just going to hand it off to Huffman. Huffman's got a blocker. He's got the edge, and he's going to get pushed out before getting to the 5-yard line. He's going to end up around the 5 or 6 yard line where he ends up out of bounds.
Yeah, Huffman just found his lineman right behind him, just running through that line.
As now it's going to set up first and goal here for Hanover. 5 minutes, 23 seconds, 42-0 is their lead, and they're looking to tack on here. And the way they've been moving the ball all day, I feel like we're going to see a touchdown here out of Hanover in the next couple of plays. As Richards going to take the snap, he's going to hand it off to Huffman, and he's going to get stuffed near the line. They're saying the Hanover Panthers got their arms up as touchdown, but the official's not going to give it to him as they're going to stop him just a couple of inches short.
Yeah, another good tough run right there by Huffman. He lowered the shoulder and almost got another touchdown for the Panthers. Right at the 1 yard line. Panthers probably going to punch it in right here.
As they have been having just an excellent game moving the ball offensively. Hanover's going to line up in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right. He's going to have 2 running backs in the shotgun with him. Richards going to take the snap. He's just going to hand it off, and they're going to punch their way into the end zone. Hanover extending the lead now up to 48.
Yeah.
It's been a rough game here for Olivet's defense, and I mean, it doesn't help you at all when the punt that you're trying to get off goes back and gets snapped up and in, and then the punt gets blocked.
With this explosive of an offense, this game by the Panthers, that's just what you don't want, is to get the ball in their territory's defense.
As Pedro Paxio, for the first time today, is going to miss a PAT attempt. So instead of moving it up to 49, the lead's going to stick right where it's at 48. And the onslaught for Hanover, just 6 points more since the half. I mean, we're about 10 minutes into the second half, and Hanover is just looking like they are not going to stop what they've got going.
Yeah, this is really shocking because the Comets these last 2 games, like I said, have scored 28 points per game, and now they have 0 points still. It's pretty crazy right now.
As it's definitely going to hurt the point per game total here for Olivet. There's still opportunities for them to get up and on the board, and the one thing we're looking at right here on this Olivet sideline is Olivet's quarterback 1 here today to start the game. Evan Ormsby's getting back up and throwing the football around, so wonder if we're going to see him here in this one, as through today he's 10 for 16, 89 yards, and 1 interception. As Charlie Grant, the other quarterback to come in, has been 5 for 14 with 18 yards and an interception. So Ormsby's definitely getting the better of this Hanover defense. and we'll see if he'll come back out here. But Briggs going to run the fake handoff again, and Briggs has a huge lead down the sideline, crossing into the 50 and into enemy territory. It goes for the Comets.
Yeah, Briggs did that same fake handoff again like they did last time and picked up another great yardage for the Comets.
And, I mean, the one part that Olivet has really had solid in Hanover's number all game has been the return game. So, with that being said, Olivet's looking to come out here and shock the world here on this drive, trying to put some points up on the board as they trail Hanover by a large margin. 48-0 is the total score right now, as 4 minutes, 21 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Olivet ball on the 44-yard line in enemy territory. Ormsby's going to take the snap. He's going to complete it over there to his receiver for a pickup of about 4 or 5. As on the catch right there for Olivet is going to be number 16, as that's Dakota Weaver.
Yeah, the Comets have gone through 3 quarterbacks today. It looks like they're back from their starting quarterback again. Ormsby is in the game.
As Evan Ormsby in the shotgun, he's going to have a running back glued to his hip and 2 receivers out wide, as he's going to sling this one over the left side, looking for Dakota Weaver again, but that one going to be incomplete, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 7. As 3 minutes, 44 seconds left to go here, third quarter. Hanover still leads 48-0. Third down, 7 to go here for Olivet. A big third down. I mean, they've been needing to convert here all day long. I mean, their third down efficiency right now, just 4 of 11 or 36%. As Ormsby's going to take the snap, drop back to pass, throw it over the middle, and that one's completed by Cirquarius Ball. So add another first down conversion to that total, 5 for 12 today, as that's a place that Olivet needs to clean up as the season goes on.
Yeah,
they need to be a little more efficient there on third down.
Yeah, earlier in the second half, Squarius Ball was down on the ground for a while. Looked like the head neck area, but good to see him back out there. No injuries. So.
Good pick up there by Cirquarius Ball, as now Ormsby in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his right, 1 to left. Dropping back in the pocket, he's going to sling left side, but that one's going to be low and incomplete there. Looking again, left side, as he was looking for Keon Johnson on that play. Or Nate Briggs, excuse me.
2nd down, 10 to go.
As it's going to be 2nd and 10 here for Olivet. As Ormsby in the shotgun, he's going to look over to the right side. He's going to have this one completed. This one's going to be a big pickup here for Olivet, and that one's going to be out past the first down marker, as that one, number 27, Lamonte Davis, with a big pickup there for Olivet.
That was a nice running catch there by Lamonte Davis. Good first down for the Comets.
As Olivet now into the red zone once again here tonight. The only problem they've had inside the red zone is hanging on to the ball. As Ormsby in the shotgun, he's going to have 3 receivers to his left, looking left, as he's going to almost complete this one into the hands of Lamonte Davis and then dropped.
Yeah, that was right on the money to Lamonte Davis. Same little dump pass right there. If he would have caught that, he might have scored a touchdown right there if he caught that. There wasn't too many Panthers around him.
Not many Panthers around him at all, as Olivet looking to capitalize here in the red zone. They're going to have 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, as Cirquarius Ball is the lone receiver to the right. As a fumbled off the snap here, Ormsby's just going to stick with it and try and get back to the line of scrimmage. However, he's going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss after the bad snap.
Yeah, as soon as he picked the ball up, there was so much time that went by. The defensive line were already back there, so he had no other chance but to just run as much as he could.
15 to go.
As Olivet now looking towards the sideline for the play call. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Hanover leads big, 48-0. As Olivet just looking to get some points up on the board here and avoid the shutout. As now Ormsby dropping back, scanning over the middle. He's going to have Cirquarius Ball, but Cirquarius is going to drop that before he can establish himself as a receiver. And Cirquarius Ball is just going to be a dropped pass there. So now, being this close to field goal position and 4th down, we'll see how they want to go for it, as it is going to be number 15 out here on the field for Olivet as Gavin Wildman is going to, Gavin Wildman is going to be tasked to send this one up through. Or excuse me, Wildman's going to be holding as kicking this one up through the upright.
Christian Legal
is going to, as number 99 for Olivet's going to send this one up, and Regal is going to be up and in through the upright. So the first points of the game for Olivet come off of a kick by Christian Legal.
Those are the first points here. The new University of Olivet. Those are the first points here.
As Olivet struggling so far here today at home, but they can now find themselves with a little bit of momentum as they find themselves on the board. 48-3 is the score, so no longer is the shutout a thing for Olivet. I mean, the last time that we've seen a shutout here for Olivet was back in 2012 there against Roosevelt College, 42-0. Or Robert Morris University, excuse me, in 2012. As Olivet avoiding the shutout now with 3 points on the board, but still trailing by 45 with 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Olivet just needing to find some life here defensively.
That would be an insane comeback if the Comets were to come back and win this.
I will say it's got to be one of the greater comebacks that I would call if they could do it. But, however, looking down 45 points with only about 17 minutes left to go here in the game, I would say it's not in the hands of, or in the favor of Olivet, but never say never, Tucker.
Yeah.
Kickoff for the Comets.
As Olivet lining up like they're going to be taking an onside kick here. I mean, that's definitely the right play call I'd go for, especially trailing here. I mean, Hanover's offense has been able to move the ball wherever they're at on the field. As Olivet's just going to be looking to get a bounce here, as this one's going to be up and into the hands of Hanover, and they're going to take around on their own 40-yard line. So risk and reward when it comes to going off of the onside kick here, and obviously the reward there for Hanover is going to be greater, and Olivet is going to have to now play some really good defense against this fiery offense.
Yeah, that was a nice little catch right there by number 82, Logan Jackson, out of Martinsville, Indiana. He grabbed that and just hopped right down because there was a lot of Comets around him. Just wanted to make sure he secured that ball.
So now Hanover moving some people around. They're going to take over here on their 40-yard line. It seems to be they have a new quarterback coming into this game, as it's going to be a handoff here. And Olivet, you're going to bring him down.
New running back as well.
For about a pickup of about 4 there on the play.
Jeremy Gettelfinger.
As into the game now is going to be freshman quarterback Arjun Loth for Hanover.
Jeremy Gettelfinger.
Or excuse me, that's going to be Ian Roadbush, the freshman quarterback out of New Palestine, Indiana. As he's just going to hand this one off, and they're going to pick up a first down here. So a good run there by Jeremy Gettelfinger, as Gettelfinger picks up the first down there for Hanover.
Yeah, that was a nice run by Gettelfinger right there. Lowered the boom. Nice pickup for the Panthers.
On the tackle for the Comets. First down, Hanover.
As Roadbush going to be getting his first snaps here of the game. As Gettelfinger, his first carry goes for about 6 yards. As now they're just going to hand this one off to number 35, as that one is going to be Don Dunning out of Nashville, Tennessee.
Don Dunning, number 35.
As he's going to pick up a couple of yards there for Hanover. As you'd have to think with this big lead, Hanover's just going to try and keep it on the ground. They're not really focused on moving the chains or picking up first downs. They're just going to try and keep the clock moving.
Yep.
They're going to try and walk out of here, and the home faithful, or the visiting faithful, walk out of here with a victory. Sending a man in motion is Hanover in the shotgun. Goes Roadbush. Roadbush going to sling this one over left side, as he's going to hit his man on the screen, and that screen's going to work to perfection, as Brian Shelby's going to pick up some good yardage there. Freshman to freshman it goes, and Hanover's really just letting the youth of the program show what's good.
Yeah, we got a player limping right there, number 15 on the Comets. Looks to be Amir Jones, defensive line junior.
As he's just going to go over here to the sideline, just walk it off. It might just be a little cramp down there on the field. It's going to be a hold here against Hanover, so they're going to replay second down, but move them back a little bit here.
Looks to be a holding on Nate Reynolds, wide receiver for the Panthers.
As a good pickup there for Hanover is going to be set aside now, and it's going to be second and about 19 here, or third and 18, excuse me. No, yeah, okay, scoreboard messed up. It's still second down, but it's going to be second and 18 here to go for the Comet defense. They need to make a big stand here if they're going to try and find any momentum here in this game, as it's going to be about the last snap of this play as time winding down to triple goose eggs it goes. And a good stop there by Olivet on the run play by Hanover. And so with that, it's going to go into the fourth quarter now. Hanover leads it 48-3. And Tucker, the second half, not a lot is changing, but what are you seeing?
Pretty much same thing as the first half. The Comets offense can't seem to get anything going here. At this point in the game, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of backups coming in, getting a chance to play and seeing if they could prove something, because this would be a miracle if the Comets were to come back at this point now.
Yeah, we're already seeing some of the guys for Hanover and some of the youth of the program that don't really see a lot at the beginning of games or when in the closeness of games. But we're seeing the freshman quarterback, some of the freshman wide receivers, and some of the sophomore youth of that program. And I mean, if you want to look at it sideline to sideline, Olivet's team is a lot bigger. Yeah. It has a lot more depth than Hanover's team. Yep. So they don't have a lot of people that they can go on and off with, but they're definitely going to let some of the smaller guys or younger guys that they have get out here and get some snaps, especially when you're up 45 points.
Yeah, already in this game we've seen, three different quarterbacks for Olivet, and that's two different quarterbacks for the Panthers. And
yeah, I do believe Colton Richards' day for Hanover is going to be all done.
Yeah.
As he went through the game 19 for 27, so same completion percentage as a game ago. However, he has completed, he went through the air for 336 yards and 3 touchdowns. However, there was just one interception for him, but I mean, that's not really playing a huge factor when you already have a lead like they do. So Hanover now coming back out into the fourth quarter here, as it's going to be third and long here. Taking the snap, though, goes Rosebush, as he's just going to keep it himself and try and show off what the legs can do, putting the shoulders down.
Nice tough run there.
And a good tackle there by Olivet to bring him down, as that's going to be Charlie Grant seems to be on the takedown.
Number 17, Ian Rodebush.
As
On the carry.
Olivet looking to just wrap this one up, put some more points up on the board, maybe get a few takeaways, have some things to highlight going into the next week, because I mean, there's not a whole lot to highlight, but Olivet needs to find the little things that they've done good in this game, like the kick returns, or they have been moving the ball. It's not like they've just been stagnant the whole game. They just really, really got to focus on not having turnovers.
Yeah, and that too, they need to clean up everything with the fumble and the interception, and they got a few injuries too. They need to get some guys healthy, that they're missing some big players this game.
Yeah, I would definitely have to agree with you there. I mean, all over the place, offensively, defensively, there's guys missing on this Olivet roster that would make a big impact into this game.
Yeah.
However, it's going to be Ian Rodebush still in under center for Hanover. He's going to have 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, as Rodebush is just going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off, and he's going to let the running back go to work. That one is going to be number 37, Don Dunning there on the rush for Hanover.
Number 37.
Looks like the punt team's coming out for the Panthers.
On the carry.
Nate Briggs back in action, looking to return the ball.
As he's had success all day returning the ball here against Hanover. 13 minutes, 57 seconds left to go in this game. Hanover leads it 48-0, as they're just going to be set to punt this one away and pin Olivet back deep. As Olivet gets a couple of guys in there, almost able to get a hand on it, but a fair catch there by Nate Briggs. And that's going to start this one around the 12 or 13-yard line for Olivet. We'll see where the officials place it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised on this drive if we see some new faces here coming out for the comments after this game is pretty well over, I'd say.
It's definitely a one-sided affair here in this one. 13 minutes, 43 seconds left to go in this game as Ormsby and company back out onto the field. As it's 48-3 the score. Olivet trailing by 45, but still looking to have some offensive life here late in this game. As Ormsby's going to have two receivers to his left, one to his right, and he's just going to hand this one off to the tailback. As that's going to be Lamonte Davis finding the edge and picking up a good chunk of yardage there for Olivet.
Yeah, Lamonte Davis hasn't played a whole lot this year, but since the game's not very close anymore, good to see some young players getting in there, getting some plays.
Number 9, James Evans.
As Olivet getting the play call from the sideline. Two receivers to the right, one to the left, and he's going to be in the shotgun with a running back. Ormsby's going to drop back to pass. A deep ball here, as this one's going to be well overshot there from Evan Ormsby, as Ormsby's pass is going to be intended for Christopher White, but just overshot White there by about 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, White didn't really have a chance right there. That was a pretty well overthrown ball, but if the ball was close to that Panther defender, he would have had to become a defender right there, because just to knock the ball out, he wasn't very close to catching that at all.
As now Olivet lining up, two receivers each side. Ormsby's going to be in the shotgun, followed up by Keandre Woods, the junior running back out of Farmerville, LA. As this ball from Ormsby is going to be up to Christopher White, and that one's going to be brought in, so good leaping effort there by Christopher White.
That was a nice catch, went up high and brought it down.
As Christopher White's catch there is going to be good enough to move the chains for a first down, so 1st and 10, 12 minutes, 50 seconds left to go here in the game. Olivet trailing 48-3. Ormsby in the shotgun, two receivers each side. Dropping back in the pocket, scanning the field, as he's going to complete this pass now over the middle, and that's going to be good again for a first down.
Looks to be Kevin LeBron Hill.
As that's going to be a Comet first down. So first down after first down, still clock winding down, 12 minutes, 26 seconds left to go here in the game. All that still trailing by 45. As Ormsby in the shotgun, two receivers each side, and he's going to have a running back in the backfield with him in Woods. Dropping back to pass. Deep ball. Jaquarius ball. As that one's going to be caught, hauled in, and brought down right at the 10-yard line as Evan Ormsby's slinging now sideline to sideline.
That was probably the most exciting play we've seen all day by the Comets.
As I would have to agree with you on that one. Just 12 minutes left to go in this game, and the deep ball's working from Ormsby to Jaquarius ball.
Would have been nice for the Comets to see that happen early in the game, but
as Olivet looking back to the play call from the sidelines. They're going to line up three receivers to the left, one to the right, as Jaquarius ball is going to be the lone man over there to the right. So we could see a fade route to the end of the end zone. We'll see what they have in store. As it's going to be exactly that. Fade route up for Jaquarius ball. Touchdown, Olivet.
Looks to be actually Nate Briggs on the catch.
As that is going to be Nate Briggs down there on the catch. The 8 and the 0 look identical from up here in the booth, but that's a touchdown nonetheless for Olivet. As there is a flag down on the play for Olivet, as it's going to be holding against the defense, and that touchdown is going to stand there. So Nate Briggs on the defense. And I will say, thought it was Jaquarius ball at first. That 0 and the 8, these Olivet numbers really run into each other, but still the points count nonetheless. So Olivet now looking to tack on the extra point.
Yeah, Nate Briggs has had a heck of a day on special teams and offense as well.
Scoring the only touchdown for Olivet in this one. And I mean, what a fade route to the corner of the end zone, right by the pylon. Perfectly placed ball by Evan Ormsby. And man, oh man, Olivet finds themselves on the board now in a different way other than a field goal. So now 48-10 is the score. 11 minutes, 32 seconds left to go. And Hanover, now I wouldn't say really troubled yet, but Olivet showing a little bit of life here late in the game. And that was good for a touchdown. So really solid drive there by Olivet.
Good throwing by Ormsby.
It was a long ball to Sequarius ball to set it up over about a 40-yard gain there. And then just an 11-yard touchdown pass to Nate Briggs from Evan Ormsby. And then Christian Legal sending it through the uprights to put this game right where it's at, 48-10, as just 11 minutes, 30 seconds left here in this game.
Yeah, shout out to Nate Briggs. He's having a heck of a game for a sophomore this game right here. He's done a lot of good returns. Almost every return he's gotten great yardage, and then the nice touchdown catch right there.
As now Olivet's going to be sending it back Hanover's way, as we're going to see what they're going to do. So it looks to be lining up for another onside kick. Hanover's ready to defend the onside kick anyways. As it's going to be a timeout going in Olivet's direction. So with that, we're going to take a 30-second break here on WOCR 89 1-1. Stick around for more Comet action. And welcome back here to WOCR 89 1-1. As the score in this game, Olivet trailing big 48-10, but they did find themselves up on the board. Now it seems to be like they're going for the onside kick. As this one's going to be up, getting a couple of good bounces there, but Hanover ultimately going to just grab that one yet again, and now they're going to start out here at the 45-yard line. But wait a second, there is a penalty flag down there on the field.
Recovered by Hanover, number 34, Huffman.
As it was a good attempt there by Olivet. It looked like for a second they might have been able to hop back down on that one. They got a couple of good blocks out in front.
Yeah, it looks like Blake Huffman on the catch right there, who's been doing things all day on the offensive side. Getting onside kicks as well.
Huffman has been doing a lot. He's got 9 carries for 105 yards and 2 touchdowns with the longest run of 48 yards. As he's been having the defense's number. But you can also say that Colton Richards had Olivet's number as well. 19 for 27, 336 yards through the air, 3 touchdowns and an interception. As the quarterback won. The quarterback for Olivet, Evan Ormsby, I mean, we've seen a couple of different quarterbacks come in. We've seen Evan Ormsby, Charlie Grant, and Gavin Wildman. But Evan Ormsby, the number 1 quarterback today, 17 for 28, 199 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. So definitely coming alive here compared to the first half stats for Ormsby, as now it's going to be Roadbush in the shotgun, sending a man in motion, but they're just going to hand this one off to the tailback as they're going to bring that one up, and that's going to be Gettelfinger on the carry. As Gettelfinger's going to pick up about 4 yards there on the carry. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 here with 11 minutes, 14 seconds left to go here in the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers just keep trying to run out that clock and running the ball and just keep running that clock to get this game over with.
2nd and 6. Rodenbush in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right, and he's just going to do a little quarterback keeper and then flip it out. And now they got the corner all the way out.
Nice catch by
picking up the first down. As Carter Giacone over there making some good things. He caught that one behind the line of scrimmage, but broke 2 tackles and then went all the way up and got the first down for Hanover. So the backups here for Hanover, they are having a day. As now two receivers to the right, one to the left, and Roadbush in the shotgun. Roadbush going to keep it himself, and he's going to throw another screen. Yet again, that's going to be Giacone, excuse me. As Giacone's going to fight his way up there, picking up about 8 yards. As 10 minutes remaining here in this game, Hanover looking to add to their total. And I mean, you got to feel like last year when Olivet went down over there at bottom of Indiana and stuck it to them, they're just trying to stick it to Olivet now at home themselves.
Panthers really got their revenge this game after last year.
Hanover and Rodenbush sending a man in motion. It's going to be three receivers to the left, and then Rodenbush in the shotgun, as they're just going to throw another check down to the tailback. Something that Hanover's been used to is just throwing to their tailbacks and letting them punish the linebacker unit, as that pass is going to be complete and taken over by Don Dunning, and picks up another first down here for Hanover.
Yeah, the Panthers are starting to use a variety of different players now, some young ones. Good to see getting in the game.
As they're just letting the youth of their program really kind of take over. And I mean, Olivet, their season so far, last two games coming up and being some pretty tough ones. As Roadbush dropping back in the shotgun, scanning the field, rolling out right, as he's just going to deliver this one over the middle, and that's going to be completed, but short of the first down. As Dunning's going to be on the reception yet again.
Roadbush had a lot of time back there just looking around. He had all day back there, actually. No pressure by the Comets.
No pressure from the Comets has been able to get there a lot here in the second half, or a lot in the game. They've only been able to bring down the quarterback about a time or two here total. So 8 minutes, 47 seconds. Hanover looking to add to their total as they lead at 48-10. 2nd and 3, sending a man in motion, as Roadbush going to just hand this one off to Dunning. Dunning's going to pick up the first down, and now it's going to set up Hanover here, 1st and goal.
Yeah, like we said, the Comets haven't had much pressure today. They haven't had a single sack in this game.
As they brought them down here, no whistle on the play, and then running into the end zone. As I thought that play was over, the PA announcer and everything was talking about
it was that play.
Speaker. I thought it was down too, but Hanover somehow finds their way into the end zone, and now it's 54-0 here for Hanover. So no whistle on the play. Hanover just kept trucking all the way through. Must have bounced off somebody on the ground and not gotten all the way down. And now Hanover putting the PAT up. That one's up and through. So Hanover extends their lead now back up to 45, as 55-10 is the score. 8 minutes, 27 seconds left to go here in the game. And Olivet is going to have to really just try and put as many points up before the end of this game, because climbing back into this one is really just out of the picture for Olivet.
Yeah, the Panthers are still plugging away just like they did in the first half, even with their second and third string players, as we just saw right there. Got another touchdown on the board.
They really did have me confused there, Tucker. I'm not going to lie. It looked like they brought him down. Some way he must have stayed on top of a defender or something. Yeah. Everybody stopped going, and then he gets back up and runs into the end zone. And then touchdown Hanover.
Yeah.
I was for sure that there was going to be a down there on that play, but however, Hanover fooling everybody here at the Color Athletic Event Center here this afternoon.
Everything going Hanover's way today.
Everything's going their way. I mean, they even had a kickoff that Nate Briggs was trying to let roll back into the end zone for a touchback, and it took the absolute most wild Hanover bounce I've ever seen, and they were pinned inside their 5 off a kickoff.
Yeah.
I mean, this game for Hanover, something is on their side. They're playing just levels better football, as sending this one back deep. Squib kicking it again to prevent a big return, excuse me. So Olivet's just going to fall on this one and not even try and return it. They're going to take it right at their own 25-yard line, as Isaac Rowe is falling on that ball.
He had some room to run, but it was a squib kick, so he kind of just jumped down and sat on it. But if he would have got up and ran, he could have got 10 maybe yards.
Yeah, but smart idea there, because Rowe's a linebacker here for Olivet, so he doesn't do a whole lot of ball handling. for Olivet, so
That is true.
he just was probably thinking, hey, I don't usually find myself in this situation. I'm looking up, seeing 11 guys flying at me. I'm going to fall down on this one.
Yeah.
As Ormsby's going to take the shotgun snap, and then Ryan White's going to get this, bouncing off a couple of defenders, and then picking up a good chunk of yardage there, about 5 yards on the play.
First carry by Ryan White today. Looks like they're just putting in more and more players now.
And I mean, first carry by Ryan White, 5 yards. That's a good first carry. As now 8 minutes left to go here in this football game. Ormsby in the shotgun, White behind him as two receivers on each side. Ormsby going to take the snap, drop back, look over the left side, and that one's going to be intercepted. Hanover's not done yet. Pick 6 for the Panthers.
That was read by day one. Keelan Dyson on the pick 6.
And, I mean, Keelan Dyson just absolutely read that play, took it out of the bread basket from Ormsby, and took it back for 6 for the Panthers.
Yeah, Ormsby, he wasn't open the whole entire time. I'm not really sure why Ormsby threw that pass.
As Hanover's kicking unit out there on the ground, and now Olivet's team really wasn't even paying attention. Their defense wasn't paying attention to the pick 6.
All the defensive players are running out there
now they're sprinting out onto the field as Paxio is back deep, ready to snap this one away.
They were probably sitting down, getting some water, not really paying attention to the game, and then they're like, oh, I got to get out there, pick 6.
As now taking a timeout with the special teams unit now ready is Olivet. So with that, we're going to take a 30-second break here on WOCR 89 1-1. Stick around for more Comet action. And welcome back to the Color Athletic Event Center here on WOCR 89 1-1. My name is Sebastian O'Leary, joined alongside my broadcast partner, Tucker Blaymaster. And as they're trying to go for the PAT, that one's going to be blocked, and Olivet got a finger on it. So this lead now is just going to be up to 51 for Hanover. So 61-10 is the score. But Tucker, right as I was about to say that, it's first game for you on the station. And, I mean, you're hanging in here with me calling it, and oh boy, is Hanover run away with this one.
This was really not what I expected from the stats and everything from the previous games, but yeah, it's been quite a blowout the whole entire game. All the Panthers this whole entire game.
And, I mean, we've got a whole bunch of new faces here for WOCR 89 1-1. I mean, you're one of them. We have had a couple new guys over the air for the high school games we're covering here all season long, and getting some stats here from one of our guys down at the station, Jack Golke. If Olivet does end up losing this one, like I think they're going to, down 51 points, it'd be hard to come back or mount the comeback. It's going to be the first time since 2008 where the Comets started 1-3 in non-conference play. Their only win in that 1-3 stout came from Concordia, Chicago, where they beat them 59-0, and that was their only win that season.
Wow.
So,
yeah, just
Comets,
like last year, the Comets, they won their first 5 games, started 5-0 against non-conference, and then finished the season 5-5. So,
yeah, and however, this would be the worst start to the season for Olivet since 2012. Has getting some text messages are from Jack Webb, not Golke. As gotta add the last names there on the phone, huh? Yes. Jack Webb, thank you for the information, keeping us alive here and finding us some great statistics all throughout this game, because, I mean, it has been a hard one here up in the booth, Tucker. 61-10 is the score. 7:44 left to go here, and now we're going to go back to Charlie Grant here. 5 for 14 on the night in the quarterback position for Olivet, as he's just going to pitch this one back to Ryan White. Ryan White's going to get a couple of guys to miss. He's got the edge, and he's going to be bounced out of sideline. So a play that looks like nothing's going to happen. Ryan White picking up about 3 or 4 yards there for the Comets.
good quick feet there by Ryan White. Picks up a good little gain for the Comets.
As Olivet looking towards the sideline, 2nd and 7, 7:15 left to go here in the game, 61-10 to score. As Grant the shotgun, he's going to have 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. As he's going to sling this one over right side to Christian White, and that one in and out of the hands of the receiver White. So got to get some grip boost down there on the field for these Comet receivers.
Yeah, it actually looks like it might have bounced off his chest. Might want to use them hands.
Yeah, I mean, there's just been a lot of drop balls all over the place from the receivers here for Olivet, and that's got to be something that they're trying to do, is just hang on to a lot more. So receivers this next week, I feel like are going to be hitting the throwing machine a lot.
Yeah.
However, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and Grant in the shotgun. As Grant dropping back over to throw, scanning the field, he's going to take off and use his legs, but the football is going to be out on a fumble after the hit, and another turnover for Hanover.
Keegan Bay caught all the way up to him on the scramble and forced the fumble. Great play by the Panthers.
As Bay just running up from behind Grant. As Olivet still is going to be able to hang on to that one. It looked like Hanover was going to hop on it, but Olivet able to hang on to it.
That's the 2nd fumble today by Grant. And only what, has he played maybe not even a half?
That is the 2nd fumble for him out of 15 snaps that he's taken.
He's really got to hold on to that ball if he wants to scramble.
As Grant now, 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, and he's going to have Ryan White in the backfield with him. Shotgun formation, taking the snap is Grant, surveying the field. He's going to get pressured, stepping up, throwing, and that one's going to be complete. That one in the hands of number 80, Tristan McKinney.
Nice pass by Charlie Grant right there. Scrolled out of the pocket and made a nice throw.
As Grant did roll out of the pocket to evade the pressure, found his open receiver up the field. Good pickup of yardage there, and the chain moving first down for Olivet. 6 minutes left in this game, 61-10 to score here. Olivet trailing, but moving the ball well. Grant dropping back, throwing over left side. He's going to have the same guy as last time. Tristan McKinney moving the pile towards the first down marker. He's going to be good enough for a first down as they're going to move the chains.
Yeah, nice play right there by the tight end. He jukes the first defender and gets some more yards. Nice agility right there.
As now in the shotgun again is Grant, 2 receivers each side, and Ryan White in the backfield. Dropping back is Grant. Grant's looking left. He's going to roll left, slinging left. As there was some contact down there over in the end zone, but no flag over there as that one's well above the head and out, not even really.
Yeah, it was way, way overthrown.
Not really anything that they could have grabbed there or called a penalty on, because the ball for pass interference does have to be catchable.
Yeah. There's still quite a few fans here on the Olivet side, meaning it's 61-10.
I mean, yeah, for a score like that.
We do have some loyal fans out here.
Yeah, the fan base is loyal as ever here for the University of Olivet. 5 minutes, 16 seconds. Grant's going to take the snap, sling it left side. Almost another touchdown for Olivet.
And Nate Briggs again.
Through the hands of Briggs it goes as everybody was ready for it. What a pass and almost catch there from Nate Briggs.
It was hard to tell from here, but it looks like it kind of just went through his hands, but
yeah,
not really sure.
I would have to agree with you right there. 5 minutes, 13 seconds as Hanover leads it 61-10. 3rd and 10, ball on Olivet's 21-yard line, so not in the red zone just yet. However, still in the shotgun, 2 receivers on each side, with Ryan White in the shotgun. Grant dropping back to pass. He's going to get pressured. Throw it over the middle to Ryan White, and Ryan White's into the end zone. Touchdown, Comets.
Nice play there by the young players of Olivet. Charlie Grant coming in as a sophomore from Charlotte, making nice plays for the touchdown.
And what a pickup there by Ryan White as he caught that one about 10 yards out from the end zone and then used his muscle to find his way all the way into the end zone. And now Olivet in the second half putting points up on the board, but there's just not enough time to mount this comeback.
Yeah, that clock's just a ticking. Just if they would have done this in the first half, it would have been good, but they're just really running out of time to try to come back and win this game.
As the snap, the kick, and the hold, or the snap, the hold, and the kick, I should say, are up and good. That's going to bring it Olivet's total to 17 as they still trail Hanover 61-17 with 5 minutes, 6 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Olivet showing a little bit of life here late in this game, but like you said, Tucker, it would have been nice for them to have this earlier.
Yes, for sure.
With that, Olivet, we're going to see if they're just going to squib it to take this one down to the end of the game, or if they're just going to try and set up another onside kick here and give Hanover the ball, or try and get the ball back for themselves. But if they do go for the onside kick again and they fail to get it, they're going to set up Hanover well inside, or I should say in good territory to score with 5 minutes and 6 seconds left. I mean, we've seen them as quickly do it on one play.
Yeah, Hanover's got a lot of good field possession in this game too as well.
So Olivet's kicking unit coming out onto the field now. We're going to see how they're going to line up here. I mean, all half they've been doing the onside kick, so I feel like they're just going to stick and keep it the exact same way that they've been doing it. And I believe that's going to, yeah, that's exactly what they're going to be doing here with legal.
Yeah, mine as well. At this point in the game, you're down by this much. You might want to just throw everything you got out there and see what happens.
As this one's going to take an Olivet bounce, but Hanover is going to be able to take and hang on to it, as that one was up in the air, almost able to get it away from Austin Oppel. However, Hanover is going to take over around the 50-yard line here with 5 minutes and 6 seconds to do some more damage.
That was a great catch by Oppel right there. As soon as he caught it, the Comets were right there and hit him right away. I was surprised he actually held on to that one.
As it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. They're already on enemy territory technically, as the ball's around midfield at the Olivet 49-yard line though. And they have a new quarterback in the system for them as well, as this one,
third string,
it's going to be the third stringer. That's going to be Malachi Parks. Parks is going to take the snap, going to roll out to the left. He's going to fling it left. And Hanover are going to get a good pickup about 9 or 10 yards there, as it's going to be enough, it looks like, to move the chains.
There is a flag on the play, so we'll
but there is a flag on the play, as you beat me to it. As some discussion now down on the field between the officials. We're going to see which way they want to go with it. And it looks like it's going to go back against Hanover, as an illegal formation is going to be called here against the Panthers. And Hanover, one good play is just erased from them right there, as 4 minutes, 58 seconds left to go in the game. 61-17 is the score here. Olivet trailing big time.
Yeah, we'll see with 5 minutes left. Any of these young players make some plays, maybe prove a spot to get on the starting spot for the Comets for next game.
As, I mean, after this game, you'd want to think some of them might be up in the air.
Yeah. Might want to try something different, possibly.
As now there's going to be a false start being called against the the Hanover. As that one is going to take them back another 5 yards here. So going from 1st and 15 to 1st and 20 after another penalty now, and back on their own side of the football field is Hanover.
Yeah, probably miscommunication right there by the Panthers. Probably haven't played a lot with each other all year because they got a variety of guys they're playing now, with the score being 61-17.
As Parks now going to take the snap, and he's just going to hand this one off to the tailback. As that one is going to be number 4. That's Joey McElroy Jr. As McElroy is going to take this one up and pick up some yardage there for the Hanover Panthers, but the Panthers still in a 2nd and long, 2nd and 16 to be exact.
Yeah, it's a little late for the Comets to do anything, but it'd be nice to get a stop right here for them.
4-14 has taken a snap. Now new quarterback for Hanover, as they're just going to hand it off to the tailback and keep it on the ground.
Is that a 4-string quarterback?
As, I mean, it's going to be number 13, Arjun Loth, that took that snap right there. As number 10 is back on the sideline, Malachi Parks. As you just were thinking with that, I mean, Arjun Loth being the freshman, the score being it is what it is, you do just want to get the freshman get his feet wet, you could say, in terms of playing. He probably hasn't had many snaps up here at the varsity level. He hasn't really been reading a varsity defense. And, I mean, Olivet now, I mean, they do have some of their players in the secondary that aren't their first stringers, with the score being it is what it is, but throwing a deep ball now is Hanover, and this one's on the money again. Into the end zone, touchdown, Hanover, right? Play after play. That one's going to be Gerson Cora.
Yeah, the second and third stringers making plays just exactly like the first stringers did. Same exact play pretty much that Roadbush had to Hunter in the first half.
And I mean, I was trying to get my my thought off before they even snapped the ball. However, they beat me to it, quickly hustling, and they threw just a deep bomb over there to Cora.
We've seen a lot of those today by the Panthers.
And
a lot of deep balls.
Yeah, it's about 3 or 4 now three that they've taken into the end zone.
Yeah.
As now Hanover extending the lead, waiting to PAT. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, but it's also going to be blocked again. So struggling now is Paxo, as he started the game off 6 for 6, but the last couple of scores, he's just gotten that PAT blocked.
Yeah, those are probably one of the biggest defensive plays the Comets have made all day, just blocking the field goals, or the extra points, excuse me.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there. I mean, they've been beat through the air and beat on the ground all day long. I mean, 105 yards from the main back, Blake Hoffman, 9 attempts, 105 yards. It's 11.7 yards per carry.
Wow.
And the long of 48 and 2 touchdowns. I mean, every way they have beaten Olivet defensively. I mean, that's not even the only guys that have scored for him. Colton Richards, we've talked about it, 3 touchdowns. Arjun Loth now throwing a touchdown for 53 yards. 1 attempt, 1 completion, 53 yards, and a touchdown for Arjun Loth. Hunter Eds, the wide receiver, he's got 1 attempt, 18 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, he's also received 4 catches for 124 yards and 2 touchdowns. So Hunter Eads is having a day. I mean, this whole Hanover team is just clicking really well today.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just so many.
That's a pretty impressive win, if you ask me. Panthers coming all the way over here for non-conference game and
absolutely
blowing out the Comets.
Beating the brakes off of Olivet. As now trouble down there with the kickoff is going to be Ryan White, but he's just going to Nate Briggs, but he's just going to hop on it. As Briggs, that's pretty much what we've said is the one area.
One of the few mistakes he's made all game.
Yeah, Olivet, then Nate Briggs, they've had really good returns coming out of him. They've had really good just all over punt return, touchdown catches. Nate Briggs has been the player, so one of the few mistakes he's made all game, but cost him there on the return. It only gets him out to the 22-yard line. And this is where Grant is going to take over here. 8 for 20 on the day, 71 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. As 2 receivers to his side, and a tailback with him in the shotgun formation. He's just going to scan over the middle, and this one's going to be complete over there to McKinney. So Tristan McKinney.
He's had some nice catches today.
Another good pickup here for McKinney, yeah. He has had a couple of good catches over there, as in total, McKinney, if I could pull it up here with the statistics, McKinney is in here with his 3rd reception today here.
There he is again.
As once again, they're going to give it to him, and he's going to pick up some yardage and the first down here for Olivet. So good pass there by Charlie Grant, and a chain-moving first down. 2 minutes, 38 seconds left to go here in this game. 67-17 is the score, as Hanover leads it big. As there's going to be another flag here on the play, as they were just waiting for the snap. As there's some pointing against everybody. Olivet says it's against Hanover. Hanover says it's against Olivet. But we're going to wait and see what the official call is.
Defense number 90.
It's going to be offsides against the defense, as it's going to be still first down, but 1st and 5 for the Comets. 2 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in this game, 67-17.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see Charlie Grant, a player who hasn't played a whole lot, do another nice drive like he did last time.
As 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and Grant in the shotgun with a tailback. Trying to hard count Hanover is Grant. Grant's going to drop back, roll out to the right now. He's going to sling it on the move, as he was looking for McKinney again, but that one's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, just a little outside of reach. Even if he did catch it, he probably would have been out of bounds.
As
almost 2 minutes left of the game.
2 minutes, 7 seconds to be exact. 67-17 is the score. Hanover leading by 50, and they have just played some amazing football today. I mean, you can't really put it any other way. They just beat the defense every which way they could offensively, and they've had some huge takeaways and a pick six on the defense as Grant's going to take the snap, drop back in the pocket. Now he's going to get this one deflected up in the air, and another interception for Hanover.
Wow.
As hit when he let go was Charlie Grant, tipped up in the air.
That ball went way up in the air.
It went way up in the air, and good takeaway for Hanover. So a minute, 58 seconds left to go in this game.
Hanover defense was just standing there like a fair catch, just trying to catch the ball. It was way up in the air after he got hit and just threw it.
Yeah, as Olivet, the struggle bus continues. I mean, interceptions and turnovers all over the place, as 2 interceptions from Evan Armsby, an interception from Grant himself, as that's going to be 2 interceptions for Grant on the day, and they also have a couple of fumbles as well.
A lot of things to clean up after this game for the Comets.
There is a lot to clean up here for Olivet, as Hanover's going to take over in Comet territory, as now yet again it's going to be Micah Parks out here for Hanover. He's going to take the snap and give to the tailback, as the tailback's going to pick up about 3 yards on the carry there.
Not sure if I've seen him yet today.
As that one is going to be Brady Regan on the carry there for Hanover. So another freshman getting in there from Mineral, Virginia. As a minute, 30 seconds left to go here in this game. And Hanover, I mean, just an absolute statement game that they have had here. And I mean, Olivet was looking to bounce back after a tough, close loss in their last game to
Ever since the
Worcester.
first snap of the game, it's just been all
Hanover. I would have to
the
completely
whole entire game.
agree with you. As now there's going to be a timeout taken here by Hanover, and with that, we're going to take a 30-second break here on WOCR 89 1-1. Stick around for more Comet action. Welcome back to WOCR 89 1-1. Hanover right out of the break going to take the handoff, but their ball is going to be out loose on the floor, but they're going to say he was down first before the ball came out. So a good pickup of yardage there for Hanover coming out of the timeout. And
Looks to be number 37, Lawan Makadu.
as this one is under a minute left to go here and counting down, so I would expect
Another
either
freshman.
victory formation or Hanover to just keep it on the ground and try and keep this one going. 67-17, those the score right now with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Hanover sending a man in motion. They're going to run a jet sweep here, looking to keep going,
Hit hard.
as that's going to be a huge hit by Olivet, and that's going to stop Hanover right in their tracks here. But 2nd and 5 here with about 30 seconds left to go here, so we're more than likely only going to see one play, and then that's going to be about it here. Maybe even more if Hanover is really feeling like something. But that's going to be it with the last play ending under 40 seconds. They're just going to take this one all the way down to the triple goose eggs. No time left in this one.
Just going to kneel it.
As 67-17 is going to be the final score. And Hanover came here and absolutely had Olivet's number all day, Tucker.
Yeah, it's just been all Hanover everywhere, and Olivet's going to have a lot to clean up. Got to get some guys healthy, and Hanover's going to have a good ride home, good five-ish hour ride home, celebrating this win, huge win.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun bus ride there for Hanover, and it's going to be a hard locker room talk for Olivet here after this one. And I mean, It was absolutely just a crazy, crazy chain of events here at the Color Athletic Event Center. And, I mean, we tried to pick a player of the game, but, I mean, the player of the game for this one's definitely going to be Hanover. I mean, I don't know about you, Tucker, but I'm definitely going to give this one to Hunter Eads.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
I mean, 4 receptions, 120 yards, or 124 yards, 31 yards is an average carry, 74 yards his longest, 2 touchdowns receiving, a touchdown through the air, just 1 attempt, 1 completion, and 18 yards and a touchdown. I mean, he was all over the place doing everything.
Yes, he was. For the Comets, I would probably say Nate Briggs. He had a lot of good returns plus a touchdown catch. Yeah, Nate Briggs was the only one really doing some work for the Comets.
Yeah, Nate Briggs definitely had a good game here for Olivet as his total through the air, 2 receptions, 23 yards, and a touchdown. As Ryan White also found his way onto the board for Olivet, 1 reception, 21 yards, and a touchdown. But with that being said, all the handshakes up and going down the field. Tucker, good job here for your first WOCR debut, man. I mean,
thanks, Sebastian.
You got your first game jitters out of the way.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's going to be fun here. A couple more, you got a lot of more games to call here over your Olivet career. But the final here today, Hanover 67 to Olivet 17 as the Panthers came into the Color Athletic Event Center and put up big numbers. But signing off today here on WOCR 89 1-1, my name's Sebastian O'Leary. Tucker Blaymaster sending it back down to the station for more classy tunes.